Good. Sound great. Good. Yeah.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Our peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, we here another week to teach the downfall of America, Babylon the Great. All right, and the destruction of his kingdom. All right, we also out here to let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you are the biblical Israelites according to the Bible. All right, and pretty much for us, it's business as usual. Okay, we're gonna give you prophecy, the raw, all right, filtered, unadulterated truth. All right, that's how we preach. All right, and you know, if you're just an average person, all right, you're probably not gonna like what we gotta say, but fuck it, you know. So you know, y'all brothers could, you know, take over, do what y'all gotta do. We're gonna go through the spirit.
This is Isaiah chapter 47, and we'll start at the top. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. And that's right. America is circling down the drain. The mirth is leaving this place. Every year it gets worse. It gets more grayer and grayer. The holidays get more boring, or at least for the world. And speaking of holidays, I don't know if brothers noticed, but the Lord been putting the high holy days on the same day as the holiday, the folly days of American Babylon the Great. And that's a great sign that the Lord is about to do away with this place. Right?
This is Habakkuk 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame of glory. Drink them also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand shall be turned to thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And the main word there is that shameful spewing is being upon each on Edom's glory right now. Because right now, people in the world, they call it thing else. So people in the world, they try to see this people get murdered, a bloodshed.
Right.
No? So definitely, no man say this always make it is. So you pollute the world, polluted air, water, trees, and especially the swine. You know, swine, man, they have been called all the time. They're being hated across the world. Mainly because what they're doing over there right now, the bloodshed they're doing right now over there in the land, or our land. You know, but right now they're being called out, man.
It's Salakia. I did a lesson, he printing out 3D meat on you, man. Yeah, 3D meat printed out.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
chicken. Yeah.
Talking about, beef. He was talking about, it's cleaner for the air than having regular cows walk the earth. I'm just like, that's how you know this place is destroyed, and this man is the perverse of the earth, man. All right, well, you'll take the natural things, throw that away, and you'll get, processed everything, man. Like, it's crazy. It was literally printing out the 3D meat, and now the lady was talking about, oh, yeah, you can't even taste like this. That's crazy.
That shit with that campus CEO, he was talking about how much shit is all just fake.
Yep.
Verse 2, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Right, and that's exactly what brothers have been doing through the Spirit, is bringing their
folly to the forefront.
Right.
That's symbolic for this place being exposed. It's naked.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord said. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. Now everybody's starting to see this place for what it really is.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Because before they'll tell you this is the best, this is the greatest place on the earth to live, the most free. That's all bullshit.
Right now they charging $1 million, man, to get a visa, man, with the gold Trump card. You know what I'm saying? $1 million to come to this crappy ass place, man.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to do that?
functionary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now they behave. So there's no wonder this place is going downhill. Now they're fucking over their own people.
Some bedroom, $1,800 a month.
Yeah.
Crazy out there.
Health insurance is at an all-time high. Like,
Yeah, man. My man at the job, he paid $400 a week.
Oh.
Health insurance, bro. $400 a week for a family plan, bro.
that's crazy.
That shit more than a damn mortgage.
But they'll spend all the money on these folly days coming up and go broke, and they have nothing to eat, but kids got, they got gifts. You know what I'm saying? That's how off this place is, bro.
And another thing too, as well, so the ACAs or vote the Obamacare, so they had a little vote in the Congress, and the vote didn't pass to keep it going. So if they don't get bill passed for that, so the Obamacare got cut off. So they got to increase healthcare premiums even higher. Now only if they don't sell it or sell it food, it can also lead to a better checkout too.
And this whole healthcare system is nonsense, but that's what these people get for trusting in this shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You go to any hospital out there, and what do they got? It's two snakes wrapped around the serpent's staff, the staff of the Slepis or Caduceus. All that shit goes back to Babylonian witchcraft, Babylonian witch doctrine.
Verse 5. Sit thou silent, Slaki. Verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Holy One, Slaki, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Right.
And only this place seems to be getting unharmed, undamaged.
This is the book of Revelation. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse number 7. It says, "How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow." Right? And that's how they feel, man. Even though it's like poor white trash, man, and they think they're something. That's how Babylon really thinks they are, man. They really think they're something, and they're really not, man. Right? They think that they're this glory. It's like the crackhead that you see on the street who thinks she's like the finest shit, her face all sunken in, dirty, and she thinks she's the most beautiful thing. That's how this whore, thinks of herself, man. All right, but everybody else sees the whore for who she is, man.
Right.
And
Why is that hard to see?
it's not hard to see that. But
Yeah.
Cause y'all didn't see that Russia got missile systems in Venezuela now.
They got the submarines out there.
Cause they Babylon. The thing about Babylon was so made it so powerful was that no other nation could really reach us.
Right.
We way across. We got bases in Europe. We got bases in the Middle East and shit. And if Mexico or Canada tried to cross, we was too powerful for them to come against.
Right.
Russia done snuck and got missile systems in Venezuela now.
What's the president over in Ukraine? Zelensky told Trump, he's like, you think you're good because you got a body of water. He said, soon enough, they're going to come for you too. Right? He was prophesying right there.
That's a fact. But they just said how they got all these, they already got their nuclear shit, because they came and set up shop in Ukraine. They was pointing missiles towards them, and shooting little pop shots. Now they're about to see how it feels.
Yeah, and you know what? The thing about it, see, Babylon thinks they can punk everybody.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand is everybody is running to Russia, and Russia's like the other group that they standing up to. So they like, they trying to punk, these little countries thinking that they're gonna do something. And here comes Russia pop up like, yeah, you want smoke? And then you see Babylon kind of, step down and turn to the side. They don't want it, man.
And not just Russia, China.
Yeah.
They don't want to fuck with China. Yeah, China got resources over there in Venezuela.
Yeah.
And they And China, you know what I'm talking about China, man? And they already got spyware already in the power grid.
Robot dogs.
They can fuck America over in a day if they want to.
They had that balloon, that spy balloon that they had a few years ago. You know, and they all
They shot that damn thing down, yeah. I remember that. They sent one of those over here.
And that's how you can tell Babylon is just like Rome, because it's a bully the same way as Rome.
I wanted to play this clip real quick because this is the general, and he was talking about how Russia. I'm just gonna play it.
Is a risk. We are holding on, but not by much. There is no room for complacency. Our would-be opponents are investing billions. We have to step up, or we will lose that advantage. And we cannot let that happen. As the Secretary of State for Defense said recently in his message direct to Putin, we see you, and we know what you are doing.
And commercials.
Yeah, we
Slide.
can hear what
What
he's
did
saying.
he say? What did he say, bro?
He was basically saying that because he didn't get to the point where like how Russia is really active over there in the Gulf Sea, and there's a lot of the America don't have no time for complacency, meaning Russia really got a grip over there, and it ain't. And they basically got the advantage because they're so close.
That line of prophecy. I got a precept on that. This Isaiah 13 verse 2. Lift up ye a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake their hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble. And that high mountain is America, which brothers is prophesying against him, where brothers said earlier, Esau is being revealed, you know, and America is the target. And what are we doing? We're shaking the hand, you know, rebuking it, you know. What it say in Ezekiel, man? He said, prophesied against Mount Seir is not the place. It's speaking about the people. Really, Mount Seir in the modern time is America, man. This is the capital where they do all their wickedness, and this is the horde that think that it would never fall from its position. Rome had the same thought that they would never fall from their position, huh? You know. And then eventually, what happened? Rome fell. Let alone it fell from the inside, where they say like the 10 horns, part is iron, part is clay. You even see Edomites coming against each other, and it's not just only the little ones. You even have the elites, you know, just like the movie, what was it, Trading Places, you know, against each other.
And I want to get this in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, since we're talking about Russia. It reads, Ezekiel 38. I'm gonna start at verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thy armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. And that's talking about Russia. I don't know if it's going to put a spirit, put that warrior spirit back on Russia, basically turn up their warrior spirit to come up against Babylon the Great.
And that goes also with the spirit. Yeah. And in Revelation the 6th chapter, Esau was given a great sword.
Yeah.
You know, and by far we was talking about weapons. Russia has a great sword, a great weapon, which really could go farther than 15,000 kilometers, which Russia and America is only 5,000 kilometers apart from each other. But Russia got a missile that can go all around the whole globe and go right back.
Yeah, they got a missile that can
blow the whole East Coast up. Just one missile.
Had to walk the water too.
One
Cause the tsunami,
Yeah.
They want all the smoke. Man.
Yeah, Russia want all the smoke. Lord been putting the spirit on Putin, and Putin been roused up against Babylon. He been sending shots at Trump and Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
Putin been one of the smoke. Putin is ready to push the button. He's been ready to push the button.
Yeah, he told America, he said, think it's sweet. He said that destruction will come at your ass. He said that.
Absolutely.
Literally said that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the Lord doing that.
Over here.
Yeah, that's the Lord.
And I was watching this video. It's Jake's over there with Jake's over there with people face tattooed on them, bro. They praise people over there on that side of the world.
Absolutely. And then what Putin, the one that opened up the that little cave where they showed the Messiah and they showed Yahushua and he showed the true depictions of the Messiah and the apostles and the prophets, man.
Sure did.
He was the one who did that, so he definitely getting praised.
But it's really Yahushua.
Absolutely.
It's the Lord.
Yeah,
It's what we doing.
God.
You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about, man. Listen, this right here, this is what you need to be in, man. You know? If you ain't excited to come out here and preach this word, man, I don't know what spirit you in. You know? We excited to come out here and talk about this, man. You know, this place is going down, you know. All the biblical prophecies coming to pass. We literally, the scriptures jumping straight off the pages, man. You know, we enjoy doing this.
It said the scripture say, keep not silent, man.
Yeah.
Keep not silent, man, and give them no rest.
Yeah.
Until you make Jerusalem a praise.
Yeah. Got the scripture. This is Jeremiah 50 and 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, and all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, and spare no arrows. For she hath sinned against Yahweh. You see that? 29 verse 2. Oh, go up? Okay, 29 verse 2? Okay, got it. But yeah, so ultimately, we out here to preach the downfall of this kingdom, man. All right, and how this place is going out is thermonuclear destruction, man. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 50 and 14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at it.
Who is that talking about? See, that's not just talking about Russia either.
Yeah,
it's going to be all nations going against Babylon.
Absolutely.
It was just in the news that Europe wasn't getting along, EU not getting along with.
Yeah. That's a fact.
So it's going to be all nations.
Yeah, everybody who got arrows.
Yeah.
I got it. What you want?
Yeah.
Let me keep reading on this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It says, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh. It says, shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down.
So America really don't got no chance. And the Lord is against this place. And the Lord said it was going to happen. So it's nothing, if America got more weapons than anybody in the world, that's what they boast. We got the best weapon system, the best military. The spirit of the Lord is against this place.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it don't matter because you get punched in the face, man.
Yeah.
All your little practice and everything, you get punched in the face, it's really not going to mean nothing.
Like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan to get punched.
This place is the main target. You know what I'm saying? This is who the Lord is banking on destroying and using all the nations, man.
Why is that, though?
Because their sins have reached up.
Their sins have reached the heavens, and then his elect is, for the majority, the bulk of his elect is dwelling here in this place.
Yeah.
So ultimately, the Lord is bringing judgment and rounding up and putting the spirit on all these nations, ultimately for Jake. Because we don't got no military might. How we gonna get out of here?
It was more than.
Yeah, it sure is. It says, shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. It says, her foundations are fallen, her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, take vengeance upon her, and she have done. It says, as she have done unto, it says, do unto her. There you go, man.
Like you said, there's no stopping it, man.
Yeah.
Because it's the will of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 3, verse 19. For the victory of the battle stands not in the multitude of opposed,
It don't matter how many people you got. Go ahead.
but strength coming from heaven.
Yeah, so whoever the Lord decides gonna win the battle gonna win. America is set to lose. Get destroyed.
Like you can't do nothing about it. Your golden dome is not going to save you. None of that stuff's going to save you, man.
See on that verse 5? Persia. Oh, you
Obadiah 1:7, and it reads, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived
The
thee.
EU Union, Israel, all these, because we cool with Saudi Arabia supposedly, the French, all the countries in Canada.
Right.
All the countries they supposed to have. They say all the men of thy confederacy. Go ahead.
All thy men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid the wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Yeah. And he goes, the Lord going to put the spirit on all these nations, man, to rise up against Babylon the Great, man. Right. Absolutely.
And you see that unfolding as we see it playing out right now. Continuing on at verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Lebanon, with them, all of them with shields and helmets, Gomer and all his bands, the house of two Garslakia, of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee.
That's World War III, right?
Right.
So you guys, the dude from HODC talking about great World War III on the Bible. Hey, it is World War III. No?
And be thou a guard unto them. So that's what we're seeing right now. Russia is being a guard unto these other nations, and pursuant to I believe the second or third chapter, they're being made strong.
That's the spirit. I got a precept on that. I must be allowed to grab that.
Know that Yahweh Shemashai is a man of war.
Absolutely.
So in order to get Israel back away from captives, war must happen. In order to break down the kingdom, war must happen. The Lord is not just coming, hey, let my people go like Moses. He's going to take his people from the nation that he sold and from the four corners of the earth.
I got to preach. The book of Joel 3:2, and it reads, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yehoshaphat, Yahushaphat, and will plead with them. Plead means to judge. Therefore my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and borrowed my land. So the Lord will put the spirit on all these nations and bring them down to the Middle East and make them fight for what they did to us by them scattering us in the four corners of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? And them taking that crafty counsel against the apple of his eye.
Right. And the same ones that part of our land. Look how Israel's acting now. You know, they about to do a dedication to Donald Duck because they said out of all presidents, he did the most for Israel. You know, and right now you got these small hats really showing themselves. You know, and this is what you want, especially when it comes to the truth and when it comes to Edomites. Look how the Lord is just unraveling false teachers and how he having Esau going to uproar. And then you got the battle of the sexes, men and women. Right, the Lord is really showing His spirit. Right?
The Lord said He came to bring division, man. And that's exactly what we're seeing on all four fronts right now. Okay, we got the left versus the right, women versus the men, left versus the right versus the men. Okay, kingdom versus kingdom, Egyptian versus Egyptian.
You mentioned about the small hats. Got preachers on that.
Yeah, man. IUIC just went out there and bought 40 acres of land.
Yeah. That's the time for that.
I didn't know that.
Community centers and shit.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
That's nasty work.
You're gonna have to take it on TV if you want to keep that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That land that you bought is going to be set on fire.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. So you really just bought land. You just really just bought land to be destroyed. Yeah. The same spirit HOY was in.
They bought 40 acres on purpose.
Yeah.
On Tesla, basically.
Yeah.
You know how you had the little nuclear sites? That's all you really just bought it for to get blown up, man.
Yeah, that's a
At the
fact.
end of the day, man.
David, Slacky.
It's like like HOR, like some camps they always say get your bug out back. You got some Jake saying you got to get off the grid. You could never be off the grid in Esau's kingdom. He's surveillance of the 50 states. You got to.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15, it says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Because he just read where he said he was going to gather the people together and he was going to plead with them. This is how the Lord pleads.
It says, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many."
And so that's where he was just talking about in the Middle East, World War III. That's where that judgment gonna happen with fire and the sword.
The curse of the earth. The curse of the earth.
Then simultaneously, what happened to Babylon? You know, he will come like a thief in the night. Simultaneously, Yahushua gonna ride here, and missiles is on the fucking way. You know, and Jake caught up about the lamb light, how you look, right? You worried about your insecurity. Jake worried about money, but not getting ready for this place to fall. Now, this shit is not lasting long, and you better embrace the fucking impact. You know.
Hey, in the book of Joel, it says, book precept, there will I sit to judge the nations. You know? The Lord, he over there. I mean, he gonna be over there, and he gonna part them clouds, part the sky. He gonna rage war on the heathen.
Like Yamaya said, he said even like how Esau and them, they know what's going on in the scriptures. Why won't they change their plan? Because they're programmed to do their lot. Right. They have to fucking go off. Right? They gotta become worse. Like when you look at King Antiochus, I mean, got worse. Esau about to become a madman. Most of us never really seen what a real Edomite really act like. Huh?
Yeah, it's about to happen. We're about to see it. We're about to see it firsthand.
Yo, we seeing it now. Like over there, they bombed the hospital for the children, and they separate on this side. They separating fucking children from their parents.
Yeah.
You know. Go ahead, David.
Book of Psalms 127, verse 1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchmen wait there, but in vain.
The homeland today, the Lord will keep the city with it. And the Lord got carried the place down. As long as the Lord not watching them, he's not watching for a day at all. But the Lord had a plan, a master plan, to destroy this place piece by piece. And it says in Isaiah 47 that the Lord got destroyed in perfection. So Lord doing, I guess you could say a destruction job. Like a destruction. Demolition. Right. And he's like operation, like game operation, taking out the kidney. They're gonna take out the lung. They're gonna take out, you know what I'm saying?
Piece by piece.
Just destroy this place,
Right. And you see how the economy is. Like they dollar about to get fucked up. Jake still hovering around that this dollar gonna last. Everything is going digital. Every fucking thing going digital. Huh? You know, everything leads to the MOTV, and the World Economic Forum said it again that they want the world to be 100% digital. They're tired of half and half. You know.
Verse 5. If any
I got something. Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong."
And you've got that going on now, again with Venezuela, because they just, it was like 3-4 weeks ago, and if this was 1990, and America said, hey, we about to go into Venezuela, that shit would have been happened, would have been over. It would have been quick. But they said, oh no, we ain't going for it. Venezuela, and if we really did, if we just thinking on the outside, it seemed like it's easy. But why they ain't go do it? Because
they got bigger nations.
Yeah, you don't know what they been getting pumped in there. The weak saying they strong now. Ain't nobody scared anymore. Like Turkey and India got nuclear weapons. They used to be like big nations.
Another dude in another country.
That Africa, that Africa, I don't know his name, dark dude. We been talking shit too. Like people ain't scared of America no more.
Yeah, they said. So some people in other countries said. America got loopholes because when you seen other nations attacking the dollar by making bread, you seen that loophole that now that dollar is not the top guy. And when your dollar not the top guy, that's a problem. Let alone America is the reason why a lot of nations have the type of weapons that they fucking have. But that's a loophole, especially when it all go back to money. The same with Rome. They try to counterfeit their gold and their silver by putting a little bit of fake metal to make their money currency and be lower.
See, Babylon is careless.
Yeah.
Because if you've seen some of the wars that they fought, they always leave weapons around. You know, they left in who was it, Iraq or somebody? They left tanks and planes and stuff. And what happened? They used them against them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they get sloppy with their work, man.
Yeah. It's like in the movie Tony Stark. His ass left equipment, and then what they do, they analyze it and try to make their own fucking weapon. And look now, Russia got one of the best missiles out of all nations. They got
Little boy and big little boy.
And that all started from World War I. When the nation seen that, they like, wow. Then you got Project Paperclip, where Russia and America split, you know, German engineers that's the best in the world to make these type of missiles.
Hey, really, that's the Lord. The Lord got these stirring their minds up, bro. Yeah. We just warning y'all. We just warning y'all about it, man. You know, we come out here talking about it, and you know, that's what's coming here, man. Fire. So if you gotta repent, man. It's time to get right, man.
The Lord, like, you know how like time to get like junior high, you know, niggas get into a fight, somebody whisper in his ear, you know, hey, you gonna let that happen? You gonna let that nigga be like that? That's how the Lord is doing these other nations, man. You know, rousing their spirits up, man.
The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord.
Right.
Hey, brother Swabber, will.
Yeah.
What is Proverbs chapter 21 and 1. I got
It says,
okay.
it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
Hold on, Salakia. I thought the heathen was gonna win. So gather yourself together.
Not all of you.
Yeah, certain ones got
You gotta be a vassal.
But that wouldn't make sense because they would have to be repenting right now. They would have to be showing their true, sincere colors now. Not as soon as the missile is in the air.
Right.
Because did Jericho come out when they kept seeing Israel march around? No, they did. The motherfucker wall had to fucking come down.
Okay.
And Rahab became a concubine. That's all she became. We both read them. Rahab became a fucking home.
Literally.
No?
All right.
Well, that's all that happened. That's a special.
It says, thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
No, some of the heathen.
I got a surprise for you.
Say all the heathen. So that's what and they, everybody in their nation, the ones that didn't go to war, they get judged too.
Yeah.
They seen the father get fucking blown up.
And they're gonna be scared shit.
Oh, yeah, when that's spoken about in Second Measures, the 13th chapter.
Turn to dust.
Yeah. But there's fight.
Hey, yeah. Salakia, you see a nigga get turned to dust, bro. Yeah, you gonna be weak in the knees, man.
Yeah.
That's how it was in War of the Worlds with, what was it, Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
When he was running, they was they didn't look well. Them chariots was bad in that movie. That shit was ass. But when they was zapping people was turning into powder. And he was running, and like people beside him was just disappearing like dust.
Disintegrated.
Like, what's that, Alien Invasion?
Yeah,
They had that little gun, that little zapper gun, and they would shoot people turn into dust.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a way to go right there.
Right.
It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
And that's when a lot of the nations are being gathered right now. They're being gathered to that area right now.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that the Lord, he getting ready to wrap this thing.
Yes, sir.
Right. He getting ready to wrap this thing up.
It's right, but when fruit is ripe, it's ready to be plucked and ready to be used or eaten. You know, so they getting ripe for the battle.
In a movie, you know, they do different scenes. So So the Lord is like, he's gathering this stage up for this scene, and I got this prepared for the, the finale. He's doing his work, man. This is going to be the ultimate ending of all, any movie that you saw.
Yeah.
It's not going to be better than this movie right here.
And they can use the situation to have nowhere in Syria. They can use it and say, oh, that's like ISIS. Some shit to try to send more troops down there to Syria.
Hey, well, that's why the troops is staring down with dying champions. Yeah. Because it's going to come a point in time where those lies ain't going to do them no good.
Right. I got a precept real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 7:8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Right? So this ending is going to be better than the beginning of creation of this world or the beginning of this captivity. Because guess what?
The earth is going to be in a better state when the Israelites are in power. Everybody's going to benefit. Even the other nations, they're going to be, even though they could get their little Chinese restaurants and businesses and shit over here with Esau, they going to live better underneath us.
Because we're going to be ran in righteousness.
Yeah, it's going to be ran in righteousness. And they're going to get their little plot of land back after a certain while. Yeah. But it's going to be better underneath us.
Yeah. Imagine not having to drink small plastic particle water, man. A brief Khmer trip. You know what I'm saying? Folks don't know about that, man.
And like, even though they get their little they shit off over here, they get their little tax-free, their little businesses and shit. Esau still over there in their country, violate them. They're not allowed to live their culture on the mainstream. Why Chinese dudes be having on suicide? Swear they fucking dress. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't accept that, Esau found your shit.
The fact that you got to go everywhere and you got to say English. English is like the primary language on everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they're not going to be. They're not going to be. They're going to be under subjection for the righteous subjection.
Right. Yeah, like we're going to allow them to. Like Esau don't allow them to keep their family structure. He'll Americanize their women, turn their kids against them and shit. We ain't gonna do that. Because we gonna have order, man, woman, child, etc. There's gonna be law, statutes, and commandments. You got a bad kid, even if you of other nation, they're gonna have to keep them laws. You got a bad child, you gonna stone their ass. They're not gonna have their own set of laws. You gonna follow our shit.
Right. It's getting back under one faith, one power.
So they're gonna be like, oh shit, well we do this, we gonna have to face the Israelite law. That's how they gonna be. Now they're not gonna have them written within them, but they're gonna be fearful of if I do this gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like we not gonna break the laws because we gonna be perfect. But they gonna be like, well shit, if I get caught with a man, I'm gonna die. They're not like that in this society.
If I don't come to
they get to walk down the street and switch.
The rod is gonna be on my hands.
The heathenistic nations is starting to despise the ways of Babylon the Great because of the influence that these heathenistic countries have been picking up from Babylon the Great. They just slaughtered one of I believe an Ishmaelite nation slaughtered one of their women because she was like walking in the ways of Babylon. She picked up the spirit of the Western culture. So they literally slayed her down for that. Okay, and the Moabite nations, their videos has been surfacing that they're speaking good about us essentially because Esau Edom has made them drink in the wine off of their philosophies about how we're interpreted.
Yeah, they tell you, when they come over here, they tell them to stay away from Jake. But now they want Jake over there getting their women pregnant. You know what I'm saying? They paying you. Just come over here and start a family, and we'll set you up right. You know what I'm saying? But really, they know Jake the strongest man on the earth, so they need their army to be filled with our seed.
Jeremiah 29, verse 13. Jeremiah 29, verse 16. Surely your servants, woe to them that seek deep and hide the counsel of the power, and their works is dark, and they say you can see them, but you know them, the elites. Surely your turning the things upside down shall be esteemed as poverty place. For shall the work say him that made it, he made me not. And so the thing formed, thing framed, says in the framing, he had no being.
One of the worst things he did was create fucking feminism.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Where he gave power to these hoes, man.
Yeah.
And that completely destroyed the family structure. Because once upon a time, in this society, you could feed a family off a one-man household. But now, your woman go to work, she make more than you, and she go out in the field. Like if you a woman and you in the police force, them is the worst type of women to date because they gotta be dominant all day. Because they in a male-dominated industry.
They can never be feminine.
So a lot of them bitches shave their heads off. They drive pickup trucks because they want to feel like a man.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
rough. They rough around the edges, man. And women don't know how to turn that spirit off when they get home. And they pick up that dominant masculine energy at work, and they don't know how to turn it off. And when they start making a certain amount of money, if they're making more than you, Jake, they're gonna look down on you.
Look down on the
off
man
rip.
because they make more than you, and that destroys the family.
Yeah. And Esau, this is why Esau calls the devil, because he engineered the society so that both families might have to get a job.
Yeah.
They can't afford to live by themselves.
This is a artificial society, man. What I mean by that is, you got the term. It's a term for
Technocracy?
Nah, it's a term. It just escaped me. Sloppy. But
You can just say it's backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards.
Absolutely.
It's bad, but this is a particular term we went through.
You can tell that Esau is a spirit. Esau in the spirit of the serpent, man, because he's looking at who weak and he beguiled her. And look how Eve is with the industry. Now seeing a woman walk outside regular with just a see-through outfit, and you like, man, see, I want to hit it. Yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm more than that. If you was more than that, you would cover that ass up.
You got Eve saying, because she done got ran through. If you ain't selling her, cash apping her, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Listen, our women's so far backwards, bro. But that's Esau.
Yeah.
That's how Esau play on them, man.
Yeah. They picked up the spirit of Esau either.
They attack your woman, now they control you, man.
Absolutely.
And that's why he's the real nigga, because he invented all of this shit. He showed our people all this type of shit.
That's right.
It's like a science project.
Yeah, black culture, Esau invented that.
Yeah, that's her little Edomites. Real talk. Jake is really Edomites in the spirit.
Scriptures tell us that the neighbor is more righteous than him, but the ways of the wicked seduce us. So our people have been completely seduced by the spirit of Esau either, man. Okay, the master manipulating, the gaslighting, the reflection, the non-taking of accountabilities. That spirit has completely rubbed off on our people. Mainly Eve, but some men as well, because Jake is feminine.
They'll call you a thief. The niggas in the hood don't compare it to what Esau did to the Gadites.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
That was real nigga culture right there. You plotted, you know, but you would walk past an Edomite and they'll lock their door.
Yeah.
You know, like you the fearful.
Okay.
All the treaties they made with the gas, they broke.
They broke them all.
And he'll be the main one to drag you in his house in his basement.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Chain you up. Yeah.
No nation on earth has more blood on their hands than Esau and Edom, but they take no accountability, and they deflect and rough them accountability so bad. We've been painted like we're the bad guy.
No, you know what it is? It's why they be scared of you. See, Jake don't understand that that's their enemy. When Esau see you, he be scared because he deserves it. He deserves for you to fucking just go in this shit. Because all the wickedness that did. It was a clip. It was a clip of this Jake. You know how Jake's doing practical jokes and shit all in the stores. So he was in like a Dollar General. And he walked up to this old ass Edomite that was shopping. And he was like, yo, I seen that. He's like, yo, I know what you did. He was like, yo, you can't hide this shit from no boy. He's like, everybody knows what you did. He was like, what do you know about me? But see, he said, if you would have seen it, you would see it, right? So he was guilty. Because he was like, damn. He was like, what do you got on me? And he was like, no, I'm just joking. Then he like, oh shit. He was like,
In the spirit.
But that's why Esau be scared of Jacob. He know it's the fucking devil.
I need more duct tape. He's like, I need more duct tape.
You know what? I can attest to that because I know every brother that's standing up here right now can attest that Edomites apologizing to you literally for no reason. You could just be walking, oh, I'm so sorry. What you sorry for? What are you apologizing to me for? But it's in the spirit. They know they're guilty. They're guilty of something in the spirit.
Hey,
It's their spirit.
You got these Edomites coming out now, man. They blunt. They don't give a damn about. They're like, man, fuck you niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? They true color show, man.
They're showing their horns.
Yeah, they showing their horns, man. That's what the brother said. Jake don't know when their enemy is, man. Real soon, when shit crack up, Jacob's trouble, they gonna see. You know, it's gonna be like Hurricane Katrina. Y'all seen what happened down there when Jake was out there? Yeah, they was killing the shit out of Jake.
Hey,
get in trouble for it.
Really, the nigga from Tops, the white nigga from Tops, shooting. They talking about they about to dismiss the case.
Yo, that's sick.
Yeah. So that'd be another way, just like the Trayvon Martin shit.
Yeah.
That was a way of showing they was.
Yeah.
It'd be beautiful though.
Yeah,
it'd be beautiful if they release them.
Because the Lord said, as a crouching lion, as an old lion, who will rouse Jacob.
Jake gotta get their head up.
Yeah.
That's gonna rouse Jacob.
This right here, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 13. It says, arise, O Yahweh Hashem El Shai. Disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right, so Esau is the sword. Yeah. He's the punishment. Yeah. That's why when he say he's guilty, what are we talking about? Yeah. Right? Because he knows, right? That's when he's out here to serve judgment, you know, on wicked Jakes and other nations too, man. Yeah. You know that he's the whooping stick of the Yahweh Hashem El Shai, man. You know, and he knows that. You know what I'm saying?
I got more after. This is Isaiah 47. We're going to continue on at verse 5. I want to get to verse 6. Sit thou silent, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. I given them into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou verily heavily laid thy yoke.
That's right. That shows that it's talking about Babylon for America. So it's only in the northern kingdom weren't pressing into that Babylon. They weren't even there. No. So they're talking about Babylon the Great for America.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 25, and verse 13. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury.
Yeah, so the Lord is going to allow his people to get vengeance at a point in time, you know?
And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord.
And it's not going to be, you don't have to go to a psychiatrist, man. The Lord's going to let you take your anger out fully, on your enemies, man.
Right.
That's going to be a beautiful thing, man.
Absolutely.
Listen, you don't need to sit on somebody's couch and, when I was 12, man, listen, the Lord going to have us with rods of iron, man. Smacking folks upside the goddamn head, man.
Not all.
Not all, yeah. The ones we're going to do in hand. Getting that whooping stick on their ass, man.
God.
Hey, the scripture says all the heathen have, they got to drink of that cup. And we drunk of it. So now it's your turn.
Right, I gotta breathe. It's the book of Lamentations 4:21, and it reads, rejoice and be glad, daughter of Edom, you who live in the land of Uz. But to you also the cup will be passed. You will be drunk and stripped naked. So live it up. Edomites, this is your time to rule. Your time is running out. And the judgment is coming.
Yeah, more. And through the Spirit, they're getting naked spiritually. When you go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, it says the wicked will be revealed by the Spirit of the mouth of the Lord. And who is that? That's the prophets. We doomsday prophets, man. We're not just here to speak about hugs and kisses. We're here to tell you the good and the bad. Jeremiah was telling you Babylon was coming. Jerusalem was going to fall. Right now, we telling you that Babylon's about to fall and Yahweh is about to come, man. You know?
Continue on, continue on that. Unless you have utterly rejected us and are angry with us beyond measure. Yeah, Esau, Edom hate Jake without a cause, man. That's what it makes. You want that? You get that?
Well, you read Lamentations 4. I thought you read. In the book of Ezekiel, it says they have a perpetual.
Yeah.
God. I got you. You want 4:20?
21.
Yeah. That goes into trading places.
That's our demon right there.
Yeah.
You want me to start off at 21?
Yeah, start at 21, King.
Yeah. That 3D printer beat. That's it.
This is Lamentations 4:21 through 22, and it reads, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also passed through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins."
Right. That's what the Lord going to do. The Lord going to discover Esau's sins. That's what the Lord doing right now. To the prophets.
It says he will no more carry us away into captivity.
Yeah.
So this is our last one.
Yeah. Wow. People always want to say that, we always ponder on slavery, but that show you the Lord ponders. This is something that happened. History just means your past. In order to get to your present or your future, a past had to happen.
Absolutely.
And you got to understand why Jacob scattered 4 corners of the earth.
Well, Esau talk about his past. He make us fucking remember 9/11 every year.
Yeah. 4th
They
of
fucking
July.
put flags everywhere in the city.
Yeah.
He talk about his past.
That's that gaslighting, though.
But you gotta think, somebody get Isaiah 14:1. Slavery was the past, but slavery is also in the future.
Yeah, but the Lord said he requires that which is past. That's true.
That's my next video.
This Isaiah 14, this Isaiah 14:1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. It says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Just like that happened to us. We got took and brought to their place. Yeah. We're going to take them and bring them to our place. Go ahead.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives.
Not vassals.
Servants and handmaids.
Yeah.
And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
So that ain't happened yet.
Yeah.
So we got to dwell on it.
That's a righteous judgment, man.
We our main job is to bring out prophecy. That's prophecy.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes 3:15, and it reads, "That which hath been is now, and that which is to be have already been. Yeah. And the Most High requireth that which is past." Right. So everybody talking about we harping on the past. The Lord harping on the past. The Lord requires that which is past.
Yeah. I wanted to make this point too. When I read this in verse 6, the Lord in Isaiah 47 and verse 6, where it says, "I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my heritage, and gave them into thy hand." Well, that's what happened. Yeah, Israel is likened to a virgin. You know, I mean, Israel is likened to a woman, and we crying out. You know, they laid their hands on us, and now we're crying out to the Lord. And according to the law, when a damsel does that,
But spiritually, we getting ran through.
yeah,
Because Esau, he getting some, he getting the main part. The other nations, they getting their piece.
Yeah.
But spiritually, as a nation, we getting ran through.
Yo,
And Yahweh Shai got to come save us.
yeah,
the parable of Lazarus and the rich man.
we crying out for justice right now.
Hey, so like the ones who are not crying out, they're gonna be now. They're gonna be married to Esau. 2/3. They're gonna be destroyed.
Well, the ones that ain't crying out is the ones that like it. They like getting ran through. That's why they ain't saying shit.
Didn't the Lord say, "Set a mark upon the foreheads of those that sigh and cry"?
Yeah. The Lord And another point where it said, where you was reading verse 6, he says, I have polluted my inheritance. It was all the Lord. You know, when you go to Luke, the 25th chapter, the Lord said he was the one that sent these niggas on you, huh? But he gonna be the same one that brings salvation and bring them low. The same one that put you in this predicament is gonna be the same one that take you out. That's why Esau, you didn't do this on your own. Just like Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah. You didn't get this empire on your own. It was this was all ordained by the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, but let Esau eat him. Let his horn start showing. He gonna exalt himself up and say, "Oh yeah, I did all this, I did that." No, the Lord did it. Yeah, the Lord put the Spirit on you to do it. Yeah. You didn't get all this on your own. First of all, you had to steal, kill, and destroy to do that. You had to steal people. Okay, you had to kill people. Okay, you stole people and killed people to build what you built.
The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Right. It was given to you, and it's going to be taken away.
Yeah. This is Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish, and they got that off of great robbery and murder. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
Yeah. Charlie Kirk was on that type of time, man.
Yeah, he was.
Speaking against Jim, talking about, why, how come black people ain't got equal rights and all that, blah, blah, this and that, why, how come there's not equal for them? Boom, all of them damn thing.
But Edomite did it though. But see, that's see how the Lord did that? The Lord got a beautiful sense of humor, because here he is harping on quote unquote black on black crime and how we need to do better in our community. But then the Edomite turn around and pop them.
Yeah.
So let that make sense.
They have more than what they can have. It was crazy because I took a drive out in the city, man. You looking at these houses, they got horses, they got dog kennels, they got all types of stuff, bro. Sure. They got we saw looking at this stuff like, damn, like what are you doing all this? Right next to the water. I'm talking about just living good, man.
Yeah, I always say that when Jake go on vacation, they go on vacation for like a week.
Right.
And it kill them.
Right.
Esau, when they go on vacation for 3 months.
Right. Yeah.
They're going everywhere. They're like, oh, I'm going to Romania, they're flying over.
They making money when they go on vacation. They just eat.
They going dead.
And then they like experience it, like, oh, the motherfuckers be like, oh, I'm gonna sleep outside tonight. All types of shit.
Yeah, they living it up.
Jake got to get home and catch back up on the video.
They got to check and see if he uses PTO. Yo, you put them days here, right? Put them days. Like your boss and shit.
They give you the same days that you work 40 hours, but then you know normally when you work probably 48, 50 hours, but because you're doing a vacation, they don't want to give you the whole pay on that. What they say? You say you got holes. Yeah. You bringing money in your pocket, you got holes, man.
Oh yeah.
And then they give you
inflation. Yeah, they inflate everything. They rise the price on everything. Your paycheck stay the same. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just sucking you dry, man.
They always be like this. He said, "Well, look, you get that."
They always find a way to impress you, man.
They tax your motherfucking check. These ones in the store, they tax. She already got taxed.
They always find a way to impress you.
It don't matter. It don't matter if you make $25, $30 an hour now, man. They said $100 today. I mean, if you make $100K,
that's like today it's like 10,000.
No, they said if you make $100K in 2025, it's equivalent to like 30K in 1940.
Damn.
So if you make 100,000, that's really not shit.
Barely making it.
Yeah, it ain't shit.
That's how we living in real life.
You gotta work mad overtime to get that shit. You still
even if they raise your wages, they raised up the prices on the cost of living. So technically, they're still keeping you oppressed. But they're deceiving you by thinking that you're doing something because you got a raise in your wages or a raise in minimum wage.
That's
what ain't nothing, man.
I got an $8 raise. I'm still poor.
Right.
If they gave you reparations, they would just raise everything up.
Absolutely.
And Jake was gonna spend all his money, man. Jake had $1 million, and they say, well, this belt buckle costs $500,000, and Jake goes out there and buy that shit.
That Dolce & Gabbana, that Gucci. You know, Jake just gotta be, you know,
They gotta be,
he just gotta be fly. He just gotta be fly.
because he's been deprived of everything. Man.
Absolutely.
So Jake is just so Esau is pollute your mind with that shit on TV your whole life.
It's the difference between being fresh and fly, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Fly is that designer shit, all that shit. You could be fresh, you could be clean. If you want to spend fucking a couple $100 on a belt, you're doing too much.
$1,000 for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And for what?
But you really buying it for the name.
You could be fresh and clean, and your outfit might cost like $100 or some shit.
Well, one time, how slavery was, look how all Jake was. We was all dressing like we all golf with the little meal hat on the side. You had the little leather shoes. Jake think they fucking doing something.
Yeah. And for what though? You gonna buy all that, spend all that money on what? On all these expensive designers? You go to the club. You flex.
Esau don't do that.
They cheat.
I seen a YouTube video where it was like what's that shit called? Man. Well, anyways, it was like in the store. It was like nigger fight. Niggas like the fighting stage.
Yeah, how to sell to a black man. Yeah.
How we used to fight this? That's nigga shit.
That's diabolical.
There'd be some flip flops with the thong toe, some Wrangler jeans, and Walmart tee.
Abercrombie and
rich
Fitch.
as fuck.
Riding around in like an 80-something
Sneakers.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like that, girl. And you
Happy as hell.
a lot of them buying land. They buying the building that you just walked out of. You know,
laughing at you because you bought the high-ass sneakers.
Yeah.
And they probably own the store that you bought it from.
Yeah, just like Michael Jordan. He invests a lot in private prisons. They don't even like niggas.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like if Jake like to look fly. Jake
Yep.
look cool.
It's in our spirit. It's to be truthful. It's in our spirit because we royalty and we like to find the shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But at the same time, it's vain when you in captivity.
Yeah.
Because now it really ain't the time for us to be stunting like that.
Because if
That's
you
why
fly
niggas go broke.
and you don't got your how about you know trying to bite it in you, you just a dead ass person, man. You literally dead with the world.
Zechariah 2, verse 8. For thus says how of hosts, after the glory that he sent me unto the nation, was spoiled you. For he that touches you, touches the apple of his eye. No, that's what these heathen did, man. They touched the apple of the Lord's eye, man. You know? And they think they can get away with it. Now they think they can just go scot-free from abusing the Israelites.
Yeah.
For behold, I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, us. And ye shall know that our host has sent me. So the main point right there is that only the Israelites are going to overtake our country. Now, because only we're being oppressed, we're being made the bottom, the lowest of the low. You know? And when the time comes real soon, hey, the whole thing is changing. The whole script will.
Yeah.
We ain't going to be on the top. Right. And it says when the Psalm 5, they're going to be astonished.
Yeah.
No? They'll be amazed.
And these the ones we had in derision?
Yeah.
You know, that's mind-boggling too right now, because it's like all we doing is preaching this word, preaching the truth, preaching the truth of the scriptures, okay? And these demons is demonizing us. Okay, when we ain't did half the violence they did to us. We ain't never did what they did to them to us. We ain't never did that to them.
That's their job, though.
Right.
That's their job. Their job is to demonize the righteous.
And the Lord said, the world,
If you love the world will love its own.
That's why
he said he hated him, so they're going to hate you.
Yeah. But that's what the brother had brought out, that the Lord is going to put the spirit of his anger on us. Because Jake, you can do a lot of shit to Jake, and Jake will still forgive you, man. That's you know what I'm saying? So the Lord is going to have to put that anger in your heart for you to kick somebody's ass down the street. Man.
Yahweh Shai, when Yahweh Shai was on the scene, he was doing a whole bunch of good.
Yeah.
And what they do to him? They crucified him.
Absolutely right.
So how much we just vessels for the Lord? How much more us?
Yeah.
The servant is not greater than his master.
Brother's gonna have that Maccabee spirit when the Lord unlocked that door, you know. But
He was walking around, fucking healing blind people.
Yeah.
You know, he
And laying him up.
yeah.
That's crazy.
You know, and they tried to demonize him for that.
Yeah.
He was feeding multitudes of people.
That's right.
You know, performing all types of miracles.
Yeah.
Then you got Jake.
You had
being afraid.
niggas
Yep.
that was afraid of getting their seat taken.
Yeah.
And tried to demonize him and say he was doing witchcraft and this and that.
Yeah, they call him Beelzebub.
Yeah, but really he was helping Jake.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the same thing. We trying to help Jake by giving him his word, but so they're gonna. I don't mind getting. I've been getting demonized for 15 years.
Yeah.
You know. So that shit is like. It's like I got an armor on. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Because I'd rather be me than you. That's right.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the world.
It's like the video with that damn nigga did with Apostle Tahir. Night porn that had him. They called them cannibals, but nigga, you the one that made it.
Yeah.
Then now you got it's popular now in Israel where they making memes about Jake. You got the Maury show where the dude said, "Hey, come to find out, you are not a Hebrew Israelite."
Yeah.
You know,
That's that AI. They're gonna use that AI.
Yeah.
That AI to demonize Jake.
Yeah.
We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, though.
Right.
We see that coming a mile away.
If we get demonized, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because that's what the scriptures say. We're gonna get demonized.
Yeah.
So you gotta be prepared for that because this is not our world. This ain't our rest.
Right.
And this message that we teaching, you're gonna have people talk shit about you.
Yeah.
You know?
One family not liking you.
Yeah.
You don't show up no more. They don't know you.
Yeah,
no
oh, you
more.
think you better than
Yes.
us. You don't want to unwrap gifts. You know?
He on that Hebrew shit, bro.
Yeah.
He an Israelite.
Everybody laughing at you and shit about your back.
That's part of counting the cost, though, man. You know, the Lord said, if you don't love your mom, your sister, your brother,
Yeah.
for me, then you know you're not worthy of the kingdom. Man. You got to be able to basically really just die on the side and give it all to Yahweh Shai, man.
Right, this is Luke chapter 6, verse 26 or 25. 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
They don't speak. Oh, right.
That's great.
But I say,
They don't speak well of Great Millstone. It's, they rapists, right? Or this, or they bombed, or they this.
Yeah.
But it's never nothing good. When we make good videos, they'll be like, but they always come to protect each other. It's always, but that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Everybody speak well of the other camp.
Yeah.
And just you wait till you go and start shaking it up.
Yeah, and they don't do no prophesying.
Yeah.
They no prophesying,
Yeah.
no edification videos.
It's all about getting together on a Zoom chat and talking about the community.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
You used to be like 10 years ago. You used to be over there. You might, that's a nice precept. You might be up there and catch a precept. You're not getting no more of that. It's over for them days.
Lord taking that oil away from you.
Yeah, they don't got no oil.
Yeah, now,
No. They got they be selling their own oil. Come buy this new oil, palm glass, you know.
and now you got them in their mind saying, out with the old, in with the new. The Lord bringing that spirit of real bull back in. You know, trying to take away the order with the Lord established. We all entered into other man's labors. You know, and right now, that's just now that the church, the ministry is being hit. This shows you that right now the Lord is coming. He's coming back soon.
Yeah.
You know, because everything is going in turmoil. Every week is something either on the news or something about some Israelite camp.
But the beautiful thing is, like I always say, I know I heard you say this before, is that the Lord is making it very clear.
Laying upon table.
It's easy now. Like you can watch every camp for 2 weeks and see, like, okay, these dudes is different, right? And all of them is the same. They all hang together. They all like each other. They're all brothers. They don't call us brothers. They're like, I don't fuck with them on that, but they still my brothers. You never heard them say no shit like that. But
This is college. You can see the difference. That's junior high right there. That's college right there.
And that's not to brag or boast, but it's just real. Like, you gotta watch out for niggas who trying to build here.
Right.
Like IUIC. How long you think it's gonna take for them to fucking build? Okay, y'all got the land. How long is it gonna take y'all to build all this shit? So that means y'all looking to just constantly be
They
here.
want to be here.
Yeah. Yep.
These dudes at Genesis, they talking about building successors.
Yeah.
You know, trying to build a
They don't believe it. They don't believe in the They don't believe in the Pentateuch no more either. They don't call on the name of the Lord no more.
Yeah.
Me and they out
And
there.
he just said that they agree with Zion Lex that the Lasha Chronicle
That's
was.
it. Yeah.
And who was the dude that was it HOI that got the ring like 5-7 years ago?
Oh yeah, Ephraim.
Yeah, what happened with that? Why did you
Money
lie?
back, bro.
But
People was putting in on that. People was donating to that, bro.
It's all for money.
Yeah.
You say what you gonna do, so then you get Jake, they give you all their fucking money, and then you don't never come through with the plan. It's a
Yeah,
scam.
but the Lord's showing y'all that shit ain't gonna hold up, man.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah, that ain't gonna hold up.
Here it is.
The Lord
they
told
got
us-
saying, but Esau's building a digital prison. Like what you gonna do when a seahead becomes mandatory? What you gonna do then?
They're gonna have to use the chip in their Israelites.
They're gonna take it because the picture is the location.
So they said to have a little action happen over there in their land. And by law, they can take the government can take their land right back.
Man, if you building all these buildings and shit, man, you gotta have contracts with Esau.
Yep.
If you want to build piping and all of that shit, you gotta go to the Edomites for that, man.
Yeah, that merchant shit.
You gotta get permits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Lord told us to arise ye and depart, for this is not our rest, though.
Right.
So why are you trying to build a kingdom within a kingdom?
Right.
That,
And
okay.
the Lord said that Esau was going to build it, he was going to tear down. You just implicating the same thing he doing. The Lord only said us here, when you look at Acts, the 1st chapter, he said go to Samaria and Judea and go to the uttermost part of the earth, man. We were sent out to go teach the word, man. That's the main important thing, man. Teach and then live your regular life in your household. You know, we're supposed to live for Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai, teach this word. You got brothers over here saying brotherhood over doctrine. No, it's doctrine over brotherhood. Because how can you know about brotherhood without the doctrine? How can you know about Esau without the doctrine?
That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense, man. You basically saying, you know, it's man over Yahweh y'all shot. That shit don't make no sense, man.
That's right.
Yeah, they don't care about the Lord. They don't care about the doctrine. They don't care about the word of the Lord at all. With that brotherhood of a breakdown shit.
Brotherhood of the breakdown is crazy.
They don't care about the Lord at all, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's only the Lord, we gotta take them out. It's straight, we gotta delete them.
That was a terrible statement.
Yeah, it is. Brotherhood of a breakdown is crazy.
And they got that shit from Alabama.
Yeah.
And guess what happened to him?
That's when he first said
He
it.
fucking out.
Yeah, right.
Alazar came up with that?
Yeah.
There you go. It makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world,
I
no?
was going to say one person say
As soon as
something.
he said it,
Hey,
his whole shit went down.
blind and the blind, and we both fall into a ditch.
Right. Yeah. Because you can't know about brotherhood without the doctrine.
The Lord may take it back. The Lord may take it out fucking Hakkad next. To be honest. The Lord may take it back.
Oh, yeah, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, man.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 34 says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they cometh upon you unawares. So the day of the Lord is coming upon you unawares, man. All right? You know, the day of the Lord is coming upon you as a thief in the night. So you got to separate yourself from this place, man. You know, that's what we out here telling y'all, man. All right, because this shit about to go down. But verse 35, it says, for as a snare shall it come on all of them that dwell on the face of the whole earth, man. It's going to come like a snare, man. All right? You know, you got to stay ready. You got to watch and pray so that you won't enter into that time of temptation, man. You gotta constantly stay in this, man. Constantly keep your mind on what the hell is going on the earth, you know, or you're going to get caught out there. Yo. Yeah. Verse 36. Verse 36, it says, watch ye therefore, and pray always, that you may be counted worthy to escape. It says, all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
I did a video earlier today how the Lord, he could put you in a mental loop and have you going into the path of destruction.
Yeah.
You just leave you on autopilot.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
you just doing you just upset the Lord all the way until you get deleted.
Yeah, it's like, give me any plague but a plague of the, give me any plague but a plague of the
I
mind.
just did a video. The Lord could bug you out.
God.
Real. I mean, just like snapping on the thing, you wake up and you bug the hell out. You know. That's why you got a man. You got to be praying.
Hey, if you ever read the story about King Saul,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that's kind of what he did.
Yeah.
Saul did that thing that pissed him off, and then he told Saul that you ain't gonna be king no more.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna raise up somebody else to be king. But he ain't do it right there.
Right.
He
He prolonged his time.
But that's what I'm saying. Really, that was an example of he never repented. He never tried to repent.
Right.
But that's the scary thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like usually the Lord would say something and then shit was happening.
Yeah.
The Lord told him, and then he was still king for a while.
Yeah, that's why
King David came.
That's why reading these scriptures, you really got to take those things into consideration, man. You know that the scriptures say the things that were written before time was written for our learning. We learn from shit like that. We go off. Hey, we gonna ask the Lord for forgiveness, man.
Yeah. Like these dudes that be just changing up the doctrine. They don't know. Like they was in the truth. They was really in the truth. Knew all the breakdowns, and now they can't even see that they bugged out, man. That's crazy.
Bugged out.
Yeah, just like Judas or the Pharisees, they thought they was doing the Lord's will. Just like Judas, he said, man, go do what you about to go do. And he got up and left.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit him until after he seen what he did to Yahushua and gave him a kiss, and then tried to go back and go give him the 30 shekels, which was a slave wage. Like, damn, all this shit, just like Peter. Peter denied him, and you could imagine at that time, Yahushua looking at him like, yo, I told you that this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
That shit hit him. He felt unworthy, but he came back stronger.
That's why you gotta always observe your spirit, man. You gotta
Samuel
examine yourself, man.
Samuel says, rather be in the faith, man.
Yeah.
It's truth coming with you know, man, always examining yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know, always.
Daily.
Yeah.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 16 and verse number 14. It says, but the spirit of Yahweh Shimon Shai departed from Saul. And an evil spirit from Yahweh Shimon Shai troubled him.
It says, Yahweh Shimon Shai, the spirit hit.
Right.
Come on, man.
It says, and Saul's servant said unto him, behold, now an evil spirit from the Most High troubled him.
That's great.
You know, the Lord took that away and gave him an evil spirit. Yeah. You know, that goes into that parable that Yahushua said. You know, that the spirit leaves and then comes back.
Seven more evil spirits.
Worse than
the other ones. And if you notice, Rakai and the Genesis dudes been just waxing worse.
Yeah.
Ever since they came out with those false doctrines, man, they've only been waxing worse and worse. And that's exactly what he just brought up.
See, they been going off years ago.
Yeah.
They been going off, but it's like people could. It was like hard to see it.
Yeah.
Because it was years ago where they were saying that we don't worship Yahushua. That was
That's why they always say, I'll praise the Most High.
So that was years ago. But like they was trying to hide it when GMS called them out on it. It's like, well, we don't worship him like we worship Yahweh. But now they just full blast. Like,
Or they say that they don't pray to Yahushua, but truly you is in order for it to get to the
Right,
Father.
Absolutely.
So on social media, they've been talking about the last one Kodash this week. I've been watching it, right? And this dude, that he was a rapper in their camp. He don't even teach none of that. He's not really in the word, none of that. He just rap. But he told us, he said, man, it's really sad to see you in the state. Even he see it, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, it's real sad to see you in that state, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't stop talking about it. Like, he bugged the fuck. He really bugged out. Real talk. He bugged out, bro. Like, that shit crazy.
Absolutely. And just like what the brother was saying, truly the Lord is really doing all of this for the elect. Because the brother said the Lord making it, because before you couldn't see it. Now the Lord is making it more easy for you. You know, you got people in the regular war speaking about Hebrew Israelites now, right? Because a lot of the differences is coming out, but it's not really, why is it a difference? It's been the same, which if you actually read the Bible, it's always been a difference. Because that's why the Lord is going to show you the real one of the Lord is.
Salakia, just to the point, you're talking about, worship. I was reading Samuel, and now I'm back in the New Testament. So now in Matthew, and I read Matthew 2, right, about the three wise men. This is Matthew chapter 2, and verse I started verse number 9. It says, when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, so they came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy, and when they were coming to the house, they saw the young child with Mary and his mother,
They
and
talk about
fell
that
down.
young child was a baby that was
Right.
like fucking 15 minutes old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It says,
He was still like,
That's
he
what
was
it
born
said?
that day. No. This is what this is talking about.
Right.
This is when Yahushua was born.
Right.
He just came out.
now look, it says, they saw the young child with Mary, his mother, and
The
fell down.
the three wise men. The wise men is people who smart.
Fell down and worshipped him.
Yeah.
Come on.
When they had opened their treasures, they presented unto him gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So the wise men went down, and when I read that, I was like, what are these folks talking about, man?
Wow.
You know, they saw baby Yahushua and fell down and worshiped him, man.
Yo, and bringing all that is another form of tribute to a king, man. You know, they gave tribute and the best of the best, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The best of the best.
Because they knew he was the king.
Yeah, but the Lord said that there's only one mediator between man and the Heavenly Father, which is the Messiah, man.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 9. Wherefore the Most High also hath highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name.
Come on, man.
That the name of Yahushua every knee should bow.
Yeah, every
There you
knee
go.
shall bow.
There you go.
Of things in heaven
But the wise
Hey,
men did
things
it.
in heaven is what? Angels, spirits.
and things in earth and things under the earth,
Yeah. The fucking fishes and animals, you know what I'm saying?
and that every tongue should confess that Yahushua HaMashiach is Lord to the glory of the Most High, the Father.
Right. Even with the names, you can even go to rank and authority. He has the rank and authority over all things, man. You know, Revelation 1:18. He got the keys of hell and death. Nobody else got that except for the Heavenly Father. Then St. John 10. You know, everything is in the hands of Yahweh, but the elect is in the hand of Yahushua. If you get plucked from Yahushua's hand, you get plucked from Yahweh's hand. You know, of course we worship in Yahushua.
He made everything. They tell you,
Yeah.
you see John, and you see what's his name? I think it's in Philippians.
That's crazy. The brother Gemara taught me that when I first came into the truth.
Yeah, Colossians 1:15.
Real quick. Hold on, real quick. This is Luke 12 and 51. Y'all got it though. It says, suppose ye that I am come to set peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. The Lord is showing he pushing them other Israelites way from the truth, bro.
Sifting.
Yeah, man. We sifting them out. We see and we just like, yo, this is we like, yo, we amazed. We like, yo, this is great. It's really good. Because it's really good that the Lord doing that. Because now the true believers gonna see, like, oh, they standing on what was taught, man.
It's like Moses and what was those other two? Korah, right? So that line is divided, and everybody who's stepping on the side of how about Shinel Shai is on this side, everybody else is on there. They're swallowed up, man.
But even by just looking at it, you can tell like, oh no, that's a great millstone. Because like when I first came in, all camps was wearing
the garments,
like you got right now. All camps was wearing that. But now you can tell now.
T-shirts.
They start dividing themselves. The t-shirts,
I did a lesson.
They wearing
It's really the Lord,
purple.
though. It's like what you said. Sometimes the Lord will have you doing something and you don't even know and catch on to it. Just like how you said, especially if you've been here for so long and you've seen that right there is that's you can comprehend like, man, but they still keeping back the old tradition. Garments, numbers, it's plain.
But that's why the scriptures say they shall see all together, the true believers. Yeah, we see all together. You know what I'm saying? We see that shit. We see the separation. We see, you know, they go and they wax and works. Man. You know, and that's a beautiful thing that we all see together. Man, bro, I pray every day. Hey, man, I'm glad man, I'm glad you took me about that shit.
Right.
Man, bro.
With the video.
With
the video that just came out, the one brother going to the elder of South Carolina, apologizing for going at GMS. And he said, man, we hate you, and he just kept saying, yo, I'm sorry.
That's another example of I'm gonna go at him because that's my friend. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, it's brothers that I love, like, but if they start going off, then, you know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Because I know how it goes.
Right.
Like, I know you can't get in that spirit because that's being fleshly.
Yeah.
Because an example is when Yahweh Shai, somebody get that, it's in Matthew where he said, get thee behind me, Satan.
Oh, yeah.
Prior to him saying, get thee behind me, Satan, he was praising Peter. And then he was telling Peter, like, yo, I'm going to have to go up on the cross. And he was like, never,
Satan jumped on him like,
Satan, because you're going off right now.
This
You're going against the will of the Lord.
This is the will of the Lord.
Luke 24, verse 44.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 22.
Yeah.
Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him.
No, back.
Go back.
No. Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
Well, keep you back, go back.
Go back. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, 16.
Matthew chapter 16, verse 16. And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art the anointed.
Okay, start at 14. 13.
Verse 13. When Yahushua came into the coast of Slakia, Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, Whom do men say that that the Son of Man am? And they said, Some say thou art John the Baptist, some Elijah, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. And said unto them, But whom say ye that I am?
He said, Peter, who do you think I am?
Right.
Go ahead.
And Simon Peter answered and said, Thou art the anointed, the Son of the living power.
Right.
He said, you're Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Go ahead. And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon.
See, he praised him. He said,
Yeah.
He's like, he was right.
Yeah.
You just let him know.
Bless you, prophet God.
Right.
For him to have to even ask him that's how you know shit was getting real. It was like so many unbelievers.
Yeah.
He's saying the miracles
Or
was
it
doing.
was unbelievers and it was confusion.
Yeah,
Like people, that's why he said, who do people saying? Some think you John the Baptist. Some think you Jeremiah.
Because they knew about what they heard the murmur.
Like, maybe he's just the prophet. But they
Man, that
see,
a crazy time.
Peter knew.
Yeah.
Peter knew. He knew the truth.
Yeah.
And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven.
So he had the Spirit on him. That means the Lord was dealing with him.
Yeah. Hey, Salaki, because, you know, when it was told Peter that they found the Hamashiach, and he left everything.
Yeah, he dropped
everything he had. It was already on.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
You know? But remember, it was because it was prophesied, you know, Yahushua prophesied that he was going to deny him. That's why that whole thing
had to happen.
That just shows you that there's only the will of Yahweh.
You can't control it. You can't control it, man.
And it show that all things must be fulfilled.
Right.
If you just said what you said, St. John 2, and they say, yo, this is who Moses and the prophets were, well, that means they constantly was bringing that out for years. You talking about the Harmonian dynasty and the Maccabees revolt. They still was speaking about the law and the prophets. Then before that, then you come in the time of Rome, they were still speaking about Yahushua coming. When you go to 2 Ezra 7, verse 28, 38, they said people was going to rejoice for the coming of Yahushua for 400 years.
In Matthew, they were saying Herod was asking, where does it say he's supposed to be born? In Bethlehem. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let me know, because I want to worship him too. They were trying to spy on him, man.
That's
But
crazy.
they knew it because he asked I believe the Pharisees and the scribes, and they like, it's supposed to be in Bethlehem. You know what I'm saying? And so he counted, like they were looking at that. They were looking, but they were blind.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Peter was like, no, that's him right there. I gotta go.
That's how you know it's important to know in the scripture.
That's mind-boggling though, because like that goes back to what the brother was just saying. You can't control what the will of the Lord is, man. Because like, imagine the Messiah telling you, you're gonna deny me 3 times before, and then you're like, no, I would never do that. I would never do that. And then, but you're doing it, and then you don't catch yourself until it happens.
But if he wouldn't deny him, it wouldn't have been no Peter. Peter would have died.
Right.
So that had to happen.
But remember,
He would have died.
Yahushua brother James said, you should say, if not, Lord's will. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But hey, Lord's will.
Lord's will.
You know what I'm saying?
You have no control over it.
And it goes to show you, so that the Lord blinded their eyes. But the Pharisees, the Lord blinded their eyes. So that people couldn't get it. The only that they're not meant for everyone to get.
Because you got folks out here, I'll never fall out the truth. Lord's will. We done seen it all so many times, man.
And we hope not to fall out.
Lord's will everything.
Let me continue in this. Verse 18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it.
Salakia, this too shows you how the order was set up. Because remember, John was Yahushua, that was his favorite, with John. But Peter was David. So he had to have his order.
And look, he said, upon you will I build my church. So if he didn't deny him, how was he going to build the church? He been dead.
Wow. But another thing, just like how he said he'll build his church, and this is the church now. Look at how he started with Abba Bivens, going all the way to Masha and going all the way to GMS. That same church establishment with the pillars, the Lord is redoing it all over again. That's how you know history really repeats itself. Got that picture that Elder Yasumamba put up, where he was breaking down all the prophets from old, leading all the way to now. With Babylon the Great, John the Baptist, talk about David, everybody playing their role for us to get to.
And it was crazy because it was like what the white man called it was like grassroots. You know what I'm saying? From the bottom. They said he was out there in 1905 on the streets calling Esau the devil.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. 1905,
damn. Still getting hugged. For sure. Even if you did believe him, was you willing to go out
Right. He was saying
that's got to take a lot of courage, because nobody out there with you.
Hey,
you have the Spirit of the Lord.
He had the Spirit of the Lord. He said that in one of his books that niggas that be getting hung on trees is because the Lord, they were supposed to hang on the tree. Like that's the judgment. And they couldn't touch him. It was just like how Moses went into Egypt and he was talking to Pharaoh. Jacob still was slavery. Jacob still getting oppressed. And harder when Moses was making him mad. But he didn't do nothing to Moses because he had to hate about it.
I said the Lord shall direct your steps, man. Lean not line of your own understanding, man. The Lord will direct your steps.
He's really taking away.
Yo, and that right there, that's another reason why you exalt Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Then when we talk about the temple and the church, Solomon built the physical, what was a foreshadow of Yahushai building the spiritual. Because remember when he said he don't dwell in temples made with hands. It was all a foreshadow that he was dealing with us. Really those that said sound doctrine, which the temple was us as a whole.
And scripture says, they heard not the oil of wine. The Lord had to keep his truth.
Absolutely. Even back in Ali times, I did a lesson on it. Even back in Ali times, even though he was, the truth wasn't really popular, it wasn't really out there just yet. On the 1960s, back in those times, there was a remnant of people the Lord still had his spirit on, man. Even though the truth wasn't out there, they were still calling Esau even the devil. They still was calling him the devil, even though they was under the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam had a huge portion of the truth.
But you can go to these other countries too, like in the Philippines. You know, you got people out there saying Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
And they knew that they was, you know, so the Lord has always kept a little remnant.
Yeah.
You know, just keeping it around. You know what I'm saying?
Because even with the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, the truth was out like a whisper in between. Because Albert Bivens, they said Albert Bivens was around the time of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and they heard it, but they didn't cleave to it
But he
because
spoke more
he was getting
louder.
oppressed. So you were getting oppressed so much, and you trying to find a way to get free. And you talking about Albert Bivens that's staying strong. No, this is our captivity. This is what happened to us. But you got one. Hey, let's come together. You got another one.
But
Hey,
that's why.
let's all come
Well,
together.
who was running over him? It was a small hat that was running there. And that's why they were speaking louder, because now they can televise them and what they said. You know what I'm saying? And well, remember, that just goes back to that, what's that Ezekiel? A small sanctuary.
That's the spirit. I was just about to get that.
Verse 19.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh, go ahead.
Now, the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 24. Man's going shall be power. How can a man then understand his own ways? So the main point right there is that man's going to the Lord, man. Because only, no matter what man does in this world, everything's directed by the Most High. The Lord's ultimate director, man. He controls everything. Even down to the smallest of thoughts. Everything controlled by the heavenly fire, Yahweh. You know, so the Lord had to keep these prophecies in check, man. The Lord had to keep these things going, man. You know? That's why the scriptures are broken, because the Lord keeps them going, man.
And listen, what else did he do? He kept things too around. He kept statues.
Yeah.
He kept, slave ships.
Yeah.
He kept different. Tried as Esau with his plantations.
That's right.
So now you can put everything in the puzzle together and be like,
That's heavy. That's heavy right there. 'Cause that's heavy. That's heavy in the spirit. Yeah, thy tongue shall fall upon thyself. But the Lord always kept those, like you just said, those signs. He always kept something around for us to remember. For us to remember who we were.
Right.
You
So
know?
it's like having amnesia, and all of a sudden now you see stuff together. Oh, okay. Hold on, that makes sense. Oh,
Yeah, the Lord is crazy like that in a good way. Though. The Lord is fire like that.
They just came out with a video showing that some of these potholes in Buffalo, they're there because they made pavement over the railroad tracks in Buffalo.
It's a lot. You know what? And we used to have signs that had the Harriet Tubman Way on it.
Yeah, right there.
Years ago. They took all that shit down though. Oh, is it?
They put it on Michigan.
Oh, okay, yeah, like towards the food run, like around that, they used to have little signs. Yeah.
Historical.
Yeah, yup. Where I'm at, they took that down from where I'm at. They did.
No. What I'm saying is they got like
a monument.
The church. It's a church over there where they was going, where the slaves was going. They got the path. They show you where they going to walk.
But that's Esau. Esau likes to keep the shit that he's done to you.
Yeah.
He likes to keep a memorial of it. Let's go look at this again. Remember how we kept him in,
That's that pride. That's that pride. He can't help it.
Verse 19. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whosoever thou shalt bind on earth, whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Then came his disciples that they should tell no man that he was Yahushua HaMashiach. From that time forth began Yahushua to show unto his disciples how that he must go unto Jerusalem and suffer many things.
He had just told Peter, he's like, he blessed him, and then he was like, yo, you the man, and this gonna happen, you're gonna get this to the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling good in the spirit. Go ahead, and this happened. Go ahead and read it.
How that he may go unto Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and chief priests of scribes, and be killed, and be raised again the third day. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him.
That's a beautiful thing. That's how Yahushua always works. He always told you the plan. You go in there going dark.
Where it say it's a precept. I don't know if it's Isaiah what he said. He tell you.
Oh yeah. 29 and 11.
He said, I tell you,
But you gotta understand that Yahushua was, you know, he's always in the spirit.
Yeah.
And see, with the disciples, a lot of times they were fleshly. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, every time they was questioning them, they was questioning them with that fleshly mind.
That carnal,
Yeah.
that carnal mind.
Yeah.
Carnal.
Verse 22.
Is it?
Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying,
And what?
Be it far from me, Slakia, be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee.
He told him, no, you're not going to die.
Right.
No, you're not going to die and get raised up 3 days later.
Not while I'm here. We're gonna have to fight for that. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 23. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, saying, Thou art an offense unto me.
And that's how you're supposed to be. That's how, if we supposed to be like Yahushua, a brother could be on point. Once he started talking, oh, yo, I think the Sabbath fall on Wednesday. I think, gotta go out like, yo, we should make a new doctrine that the Sabbath fall on Monday. No.
It was a brother that was amongst us that was doing that shit. Remember, he kept trying to come with new shit. We like, yo,
I like the talk, we should do this. Like, nah.
But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, saying,
He wasn't about no brothers over breakdown.
Yeah.
Thou art an offense unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of the Most High.
Because you savor not the things of the Most High. Just like when they told Yahushua, yo, your mom and your brothers over there, they wouldn't talk to you.
He said where?
He was like, shit. These my mom and my brother.
They set up about my father's business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mark 3 and 35, what would do with my father, my brother, mother, and sister?
But that's the cold thing, because you can't come in the way of Yahweh Bashim Shai, his father, and his business.
Hey, that's why when, like, I know a lot of people in Buffalo, it's like, when we out teaching, and you might see a brother walk up, or somebody I know, and they be like, oh, what's up, trying to, like, get the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bounce, because I'm doing this, motherfucker.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't come up and stand and listen, and now if you, like interested, they're not gonna holler at you, I can pound you up or something, you know what I'm saying? But if you wouldn't, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I knew the dude, you know what I'm saying? The nigga that pulled up when we was out here in the truck, I knew him.
Like, nah, stand to the side. Stand to the side. I'm doing this right now. Like,
that's like my man, but don't come up like, like if you ain't trying to hear it, get the fuck up out of here, bro.
yeah, he looked a little kind of way. Yeah.
Doing the work of the Lord, those that's not of it become unattractive. Like you said, if they showing, I want to hear it, that's an example of fruit of the spirit.
Absolutely.
Listen to the heart.
we talk about this. I know you, but we talk about this.
We busy right
You know
now.
what I'm saying?
If you love me, I'm your man. Listen to this.
Yeah,
family.
now if he listen, then it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Because the work of the Lord got to be done.
Absolutely. All that rolly stuff. We'll say that for later.
Yahushua brothers, they didn't receive the word while he was walking up, but when he went up to the Father, now they came in this. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, two of them didn't.
He had two brothers
Two
that
of
was
them
in the
did, and
truth.
two of them did.
Two wasn't.
Yeah. Thou art an offense unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of the Most High, but those that be of men.
And that's, go ahead, Sly.
And also, it goes to show you, if you're coming against the truth from Yahweh Shai, you're offending the Lord. Now you're offending the Lord, man, because you're not gathering with the Lord. Yahweh is the truth. So you're going against the truth, you're going against Yahweh, man.
Yeah.
No, so that brotherhood or breakdown bullshit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's
The name within itself should be sounding suspect to you. Brotherhood over breakdown? Nah, that's not how it goes.
They
Man.
didn't come. They didn't fully come out with it. The video yet. That the name is about the name. But they talking about it. It's crazy.
Yo, and why if it's a name, you're supposed to broadcast
What is it?
Like,
What's his name?
How the fuck you gonna get it out?
If we're wrong,
You gonna see every Israelite
Now
person?
they're saying that in the ancient world, you had to hide the name of the Lord. So that the heathens couldn't hear it.
Hey, don't be surprised if they come up with some hell shit next. No, it's going on some hell shit.
Oh, I already heard Hassad saying, go to hell. He already
yeah, he
It's already in there.
Yeah, it's already in there. We were saying they're gonna get rid of the name of the Lord next. And here you go.
But when you say on the chat,
Lord taking it
oh
away.
man.
Yeah, the Lord gonna take it away. That's how it happened. Because you don't want to.
How much money did they get?
Yeah, that was
I don't know. Hey, look, nobody want like here in the midst of us. Imagine the Lord taking it. Be heartbroken, bro. Take the name of the Lord away from you.
And guess what? I'm not gonna lie, you a video.
Huh?
You a video.
definitely a video.
You know? And
You
it's
might
really,
as
and it's not about most of all.
jump over that.
That's the worst thing that can happen to you at this point.
It's not like really like
Yeah,
impossible
yeah.
boasting. It's just as a man of the Lord, when you see this, you're supposed to put the fear in the other sheep to be like, oh man, I don't want that spirit to
Yeah,
go for me.
absolutely.
Right? Because you'll be bugged out if you was doing this for 15, 20 years saying the same name, and now, no, it ain't the
Hey, well,
name.
And they still start their videos with saying the name. So what y'all talking about?
It's about to be like
They're about to be like, yeah, shoot me, who, yo, they.
What did John say? I gotta check into it.
Yeah,
We
we
gotta check into
it.
it.
That means they not sure on nothing. Y'all just scrambled. Y'all done, man.
Didn't he say something like, the Lord is not the author of confusion. The Lord is not the author of confusion. He said that, the word of the Lord isn't the word of God, but the word of God wasn't within the word of the Lord. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
He said the truth. He said
It was so confusing and it didn't make no sense, man.
the word of God. The Bible is not the word of God, but the
Word of God is within the Bible. Like, make that make sense, bro. Let that make
All
sense.
the word, hey, all the word of how about you outside is the Bible. No, it's just the Bible is the word of the Lord.
Brothers is trying to get fucking deep for no reason.
Okay?
Hey, that's what one of the scriptures say, where we're talking about these are they that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Y'all not the elect, man. It's just plain, bro.
Yeah,
the elect gonna stand strong, man. Especially the name, because the name is what, man, it activates.
They
like
must not have called them those names.
Yeah,
Because if you call them their names,
They never was. They never was. When you watch their videos, they say Christ and Jesus and all them other names more than all that. They start off saying Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
But no, I'm
They
saying-
say it real quick. And you know what I'm saying? They don't put no emphasis on it, man.
But no, brother.
don't believe in it.
I'm talking about like, you know, we've been in situations, you just seen stuff and you just called them the name, you just seen it in
Oh
action.
yeah, we seen it.
Absolutely. Seen it in action.
There's power in that. There's power in that name, man.
Let me get this precept up. Continuing on at verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Yeah, you know, you gotta deny yourself, man. Absolutely. You can't be trying to exalt yourself, kind of sound like super deep, man.
Yeah.
Make it plain upon tables to Jason.
Because just like Yahweh Shai, man, we servants, man. Yeah, we lowly servants, man. We ain't shit on this side, man. You know, but these people, they get that proud spirit. They start, getting the money and all, and the fame. These motherfuckers got fame, man. People know who they are. They don't know that. People don't know us like that,
But you
man.
notice the Lord got these people on the forefront, though. In order to get to the true men of the Lord, you gotta do some digging, man.
The Lord not gonna be like.
Like we said earlier. Yeah, absolutely not.
And whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. For what is a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
They don't know what they say.
You know what?
What's my favorite scripture?
John 8.
John 8:31.
Yeah.
It says Yahweh to those Jews which believe on him, if ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed.
Continue.
You got to continue in the word. Then you're my disciples. If you don't, and we see a lot of people, they're not continuing. I'm gonna go take a right over here. I'm gonna go sit down over here. I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna take a year off. I just need, no, man. Continue.
That say John 8.
8:31.
Because that's the Lord taking his spirit off you, man.
It says, John 8:31, then said Yahweh to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then ye are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right. And that's why brothers is putting themselves back in captivity spiritually, man.
Yeah.
The Lord said he set us free because what? St. John 17:17. Sanctify them through thy truth. And the truth is the word, man. Brothers been cleansed
Same word.
through the doctrine.
That's
man.
different.
Right? Yeah, you got to be persuaded. What is the truth? You telling me all them years you was seeing another way. Now that means you got to go right back over those videos and correct shit you fucked up on.
But Paul told Timothy, man, you got to continue understanding who taught you this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to continue in the sound doctrine that you were taught.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you know who you were taught it from.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And they were taught the right way, and they chose to leave and go away, man.
And the truth sets you free, like, and you know the truth, and the truth sets you free. You gotta think like if you was under any persecution, like say you was put in jail. We know that we get the kingdom of heaven. That shit make it easy.
Comforted.
You comforted everything. Or something bad in a bad situation. Well, I'm in hell. But I know I'm getting the kingdom. I know the Lord coming in to deliver.
That's ultimately having faith though too, because I can attest to that. I was on D Block before one time, man. You know, over a situation that happened, and I wasn't really even stressing out or depressed, and there was people in the cell. They was asking me. This was before I was even in the truth,
This is
bro.
what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. It's different if you in the truth and you if you in the truth and you in jail, then it's less stress.
Yeah,
but it was
what Sam said. He's like, man, fuck it, all this shit about to burn.
All
go through shit.
Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved. It's less. I'm telling you, I don't wish jail on you now. But I was in the truth in jail. It was nothing.
this was before I was even in the truth, but I wasn't stressed or depressed, and there was people asking me. They was like, how was you walking around here and not like happy? I'm like, bro, because I got faith in the Lord, bro. I know what I did. I know in my heart, which is my mind, I knew that what I did I was righteous. So I know that the Lord got me. He gonna get me out of this, man. The next day, I prayed to the Lord. To the very same day, my brother was bailing me out. So this was before I was in the truth, but it was just my faith, though. It was my faith. It was my faith.
How much more in the truth?
Exactly. Right.
Because
Just like if the scriptures talk about that, the men of the Lord gonna be persecuted. You know what I'm saying? We might get locked up, tomorrow. Who knows, man? But ultimately we understand that the scriptures say that.
Right. So and that's why I'm saying that, because it's going to come a time where we're going to be persecuted. It's going to be a time where we can't go out and teach no more. Because it's going to be it's going to be just like when Yahushua, after Yahushua went on the cross, the apostles wasn't out there going in the end. It was higher. So that's how it's going to be, unless the Lord put the Spirit on us to do something else.
And the scriptures also say that they loved out their lives unto death. So even at that point when you being persecuted, you don't be surprised if the Lord put a spirit of joy on you, because you're that much closer to fulfilling your course.
But that's why you gotta retain this word. If you don't have this word in you, you're gonna be low of faith. Because you haven't read, you haven't got this stuff. And you might be able to paraphrase. You might not say it word for word, but you paraphrase it and you understand what it is. It's in you now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a Gabar. He said, you truly know if you really are this faith when you go through something and you endure that suffering. It doesn't matter if it's health, mental, certain situation in your life. If you can handle that suffering, then that means that really lets you know if you're in this truth. But if that goes back to that stoic. As soon as that shit come and then you swear, oh man, I don't want to read, I don't want to do this. Then now you're taken away from that faith.
But what do brothers do? Brothers be in the lowest shit, and you be out there doing video. Doing video.
Just like this brother just said, though. When you're going through those trials and tribulations, you fall and get back up. That's how you perfecting yourself. You know, that you going through it, but you keep pushing.
Brothers put out more lessons when they're going through it.
That's a fact.
Brothers throwing out.
You there's something going on, you gotta block everything out, bro. You gotta block everything out. You be mad, so you be spiritually on fire, man.
Soul be out there just like, God, you gotta spit it out.
Let me get this. Get that Jeremiah 29.
29:11.
The book of Titus 1, verse 9, holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, so he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. The main point right there is holding fast the faithful word. Beautiful. They gotta stay strong, because only they're perverse spirits out here. So there are demons out here non-stop, man, every day. Every day you got a little demon in your hand trying to claw you out. No, but hey, you gotta stand strong and how about you don't shine, man? Because it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse from here on out, man. It's not gonna get better. It's not gonna be good. No, it gotta get brutal out here. People are gonna be dying left and right. You gotta stand strong right there.
So, Lucky, I did a lesson about Eve turning up. His whole form is turning up, man. His whole spirit is turning up right now. And I showed some videos and some articles about Esau, and he, you know, how his spirit is getting turned up. Lord is about to turn him full flame, bro.
See, I always say, people think Esau been turned up, man.
Yeah.
Esau is, like, when Jake see Esau in the street, Jake don't feel like Esau a threat.
Right.
But y'all don't know that
suppressing his
Esau,
evil.
not even that, he's sneaky.
Yeah.
So he said like Silver.
Psalms 55.
Right. So like Esau, I seen a documentary where they were saying like a regular old Edomite, good ass jockey, was rich. He used to go in the hood and fucking do drive-bys because he knew niggas was gonna get blamed for it. Like that's what type. That's how.
As Iron Rusty.
So Esau is dangerous, man. Like.
And they don't get it.
22
They
caliber.
don't. Jake and Eve don't get it.
Even it was this nurse, a woman, and she fucking had like 20, kept killing.
Yeah.
She was breaking their arms and breaking their legs when they were newborns.
Oh, no. You even got the servant, though. You even got the one servant that got caught on the camera where you put women, you get that certain medicine. Why they doing surgery when you sleep? Man, he was doing her about dirty. But yo, but then you got education, how they treat your children, education, and love.
But the point is, you can't put nothing past me. Yo, scripture said, don't trust thy enemy. You can't put you can't trust them as far as you can see them, man.
Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. It says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord. It says, thoughts of peace and not of evil.
You're going to have to remember this scripture in time of trouble, man.
It says, to give you an expected end.
Because he said, only with thy eyes shalt thou see the reward of the wicked. So that means you will be seeing a lot of shit. And it's going to seem like it's going to get close to you, but it says only with your eyes is going to see. So you're going to see a lot of people's judgment. You know what I'm saying?
Like Psalms 34. You read Psalms 34, it talks about, how the righteous cry to the Lord and he saves them from all.
And you also will see a lot of brothers getting killed. False Israelite brothers and righteous Israelite brothers. And you can't let that shake your faith because the Lord told us that
This is gonna happen.
get that real quick. He said it's gonna be murder. Like
This is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. And it reads, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection.
it ain't gonna be just happening over there. It's gonna be happening everywhere.
Everywhere.
Go ahead.
Upon those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, the people that fear the Lord, that's us.
Yeah, the elect.
It's gonna be. Go
They
ahead.
shall be like.
That's why the world is circling around the elect. With Psalm 64. Why is the welfare of the world?
And they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Not Antiochus spirit, that's an Edomite spirit. That's how that's been all of them. That's how they get down. But it's just gonna be just let loose. Now it's gonna be.
Yo, I did I did a chat GPT picture. I did it on one of my lessons. Esau. You know what I'm saying? Unleashed, bro.
Yeah.
He's
You got-
wearing that shirt tie.
Let him see it. Let him see it.
He gonna get unleashed, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's coming, bro. That spirit is coming out of him, man.
Yeah, it is.
Esau here as fuck. They gotta shave every fucking day. Like if I shave my beard, it's gonna take like fucking 3-4 months for me to get it back. Esau gotta fucking shave his eyes.
His whole body.
They even say when you go to Proverbs 4:16 that they can't even rest until they make somebody fall.
Yeah, they can't sleep at
itching
night.
like a crack.
They can't sleep at night.
You gotta come up with another
It says
plan.
don't go in the path of the wicked. But see, Jake and Eve, they think it's all a joke because he's really suppressing it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just like, like you say, he's gonna come back and drive by and shoot up.
Yeah, but
It's a CEO of a record label, and they were saying because because he was talking about opioids. He said, man, it's a terrible thing was happening. He said, they said, why are you giving contracts to people that have opioid problems? Why are you giving contracts to people with lean? Because they can advertise that it's not good to do lean. But guess what? He said, when have you had them do a video on not doing lean? But you give them millions of dollars to promote lean. He said, I got family, I gotta feed them too. He said, so you gonna push that shit on? He said, man, I have to feed my family.
Yeah, that's all.
And they coming
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's what he was saying at work. He said all of this shit is programmed to make Jake to find a way to make you fall you on with the crack. They thought they was going to destroy us. We came back. Prostitution. We came back. Right now they're using social media to fuck Jacob toward.
They try to throw that meth. They try to throw that meth in there. I remember on the West Coast, it was hella hard. And then it went to the East Coast, and then in the East Coast, and all of a sudden Esau got on that shit hard. Every time they try to do it, man.
I love how the Lord do that. Yeah, the Lord will take the crafty counsel that they're putting on us. It can't break us, but He'll flip it back on them and destroy it.
That's Haman. When he tried to make that 50 cubit weapon towards Mordecai and the Jews, and then he died on his own damn weapon. And Esau died by his own shit. What? He made the ICBM missile. He's gonna die by his own shit.
Real quick, I want to make a point real quick. He was just saying, like, you may see a brother get put to death in this thing, man. You know, brother. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta continue.
But that's the thing. You gotta understand. You gotta realize what death is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That brother's with the Lord.
Yeah,
He's good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
For real though.
Hey, you might be the brother that gotta go up and get put to death.
Yeah.
In 2 Corinthians 6 and I think it's 17, where I forgot his name, but he was talking and he said,
Maccabees?
Not Maccabees, I forgot his name though, but it say that his death gave the younger Jake courage.
Eleazar means the sixth chapter.
Yeah.
Can I get a quick one real quick before you grab that? It's just the book of Revelations 2:10, and it reads, fear none of those things which those shall suffer. Behold, the devil, Esau Edom, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
See, sometimes you might have to go all the way. You might not get delivered.
Yeah.
Some brothers is actually going to get delivered by the angels in the midst of that.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
Some brothers going to have to die though. It say,
Strive for the truth until death.
strive for the truth until death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Second Maccabees 7 with the sons.
That's why that book is.
So really, all the elect can deliver.
Yeah.
It don't matter if you die or not.
Yeah.
You gotta get resurrected from the dead.
Right. Yeah, it says the ones that died in Yahweh Shai
raised first.
It's
like, hey, listen.
We're going to be in the car before we get it.
Right. Either I'm going to him or he coming to me. One of the two.
There's no way it's inevitable.
Choosing whether to die or glory. I could read 18 and 19.
No. The point is right here.
It's inevitable. What's about to come? It's inevitable. There's no way around it. There's no other door. And we all lead it to the company of Yahweh Shai.
Start at
Literally.
27 or 26 and then way down there. Because that's the point that you want to do. That's how you want to be. You want to be reverent.
I'm going to read 18, 19, and then go to 20.
Okay.
Yeah. This is 2 Maccabees chapter 6 and verse number 18. It says, and Eleazar, one of the principal scribes and aidsmen, and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. But he, choosing rather to die gloriously.
They're going to constrain people to take the earthly beast.
Yeah.
It says, but he choosing rather to die gloriously than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came of his own accord to torment. So he walked to the chambers of death.
They didn't have to drag him. He was like crying
Willingly.
He walked. He was like, fuck it. Let's go.
It says, I'm going to jump down to verse 26. It says, for though for the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of men, Yet should I not escape the hand of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. It says, wherefore now, manfully changing this life, I will show myself such as one as mine age requireth, and leave a notable example to such as be young to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and the holy laws. And when he has said these words, immediately he went to the torment. He walked straight into the fire.
Hey, so Esau can have us in the line and take me first and put my head in the joint.
It might be brothers like, no, brother,
Yeah,
let me go.
But Jake might be scared though. Jake, like, hey, you got Maccabees, get 1 Maccabees 3:17. Because you always had that in Israel. You might need that. Just like when King David was about to fight Goliath. Why did King David come there? Because Israel was scared. Israel was scared. It was like, yo, hell no, man. We big as hell. Right? It was like, yo, and he was like, yo, I just fought a lion and a bear. What you talking about?
I slayed the lion and the bear.
He said, the Lord delivered me, and he's going to deliver me from that. So sometimes you need somebody to put that, to be like, okay, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to get my head chopped off. The hell y'all had to fix.
I got you. And that's another reason why with the scriptures, it was all set up for your motivation in this faith. Because you got people that actually went through this.
These
they
accounts.
went through that. So now when you go through it, it's really no excuses because they're right there.
That goes back to what you said earlier. History merely repeats itself.
Okay, this First Maccabees 3:17.
Because guess what? If you ain't got these scriptures, you got to have this in your mind. Like, I got to be like Eliezer. I got to be like them sons. Hey, Joel, I'm going to get it all back. You know,
and that goes back to St. John 8:32. You set free now. Because you know it's going to be fulfilled. If you don't do it, somebody else will do it.
That's what Esther.
Yahweh said, if they persecuted me, what do you think they're going to do to you?
Right.
The servant is not greater than his master.
First Maccabees chapter 3 in verse 17, who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, okay, verse 16, and when he came near to the going up of Bethlehem, Judas went forth to meet him with a small company, who, when they saw the host coming to meet them, and said unto Judas, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against them?
Those Israelites, it was like, yo, say we, it's like, damn, it's a whole bunch of them. How we gonna beat them? They was faking. They was kind of scared.
Right. And it said, how shall we be able, being so few, to fight against so great a multitude and so strong, seeing we are ready to faint with fasting this day?
And it was hungry.
It says, unto whom Judas answered, it is no hard matter.
See, but they had Judas there, you know what I'm saying, to boost their count. You know what I'm saying?
And this is why it's important to have your brothers.
And that's the thing. You got brothers in this ministry like that.
Yeah.
You got the ones, who like pull up the fucking britches and go do the guy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have brothers like that.
Yeah, tighten
up.
What I'm saying? And with the Most High of heaven, it is all one to deliver with the great multitude or a small company. For the victory of the battle standeth not in the multitude of the host, but the strength cometh from heaven.
God, yeah.
There's nothing that it says in there too. It says in there, there's nothing for the Lord to shut up the hands of a multitude of many in the hands of a few. You know what I'm saying? That's when Judas hopped over and he just started slaying their ass. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, he went and slayed the one dude who was it was at the altar.
I'll
be over there.
Man, he went over there and gutted his ass.
Yeah.
Come on. I got a quick brief. It's the book of Ezekiel. You want?
No. That was just showing you just sometimes you need that one to step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That rally call.
That mighty man.
Yeah, that rally.
Yeah. This is Ezekiel 11:16, and it reads, therefore, say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Right. It's a small small number against a vast, the world, man. Really, it's a small amount versus the world, man. That's what we really at right now.
But you gotta remember what I don't know if it was Elijah or Elisha.
Yeah. There's more of
It's
be for us.
more-
There's more to be with us than be with them.
And that's another example of a leader, because I bet you little man wasn't scared after he seen all that.
The Lord opened his eyes. The Lord opened his eyes up.
Imagine how he walked after that, bro.
Yeah, he was like,
The rest of his
He
life.
was ready.
and he was a man of God too. So
Right.
it's probably
Oh,
things
man.
that he did that indirectly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, the angels up there, man, there's so many of them, man. We shouldn't be afraid, man. What?
Imagine what's
We
around
can't
us
be
right now.
afraid, man.
The flesh will get you, but that's why you got to stay in the spirit.
The Lord said, only fear the Lord, though.
Yeah,
So it don't matter what we're looking at with the carnal eye. The Lord said, only fear me.
It's
Right.
It's an innumerable amount of them up there, and they make sure the will of the Lord plays out on the earth, man. And
It's quite a few.
that's
right
like
here.
that's God.
Yo,
I got a precept.
and when you go like to different points in Psalms, you see David, he prayed for many battles, or he even prayed before victory, and he prayed to the Lord after victory. He even prayed when he was overwhelmed, like, man, yo, dude, I'm actually afraid. He just prayed to the Lord, gave him confidence, and he put that shit aside because he knew it was the flesh, man. And that's the whole point where, like, brothers always saying, man, make sure you in those scriptures, make sure you believe what you're reading, because you really, your brain is calculating data. So when that fear comes, he say, don't worry on what you're going to say when you take it to the
It's a
magistrate.
sponge.
Because he's going to put that word in you.
And really, what I think it is, you know how they had the left side and the right side, and the spiritual side, all that's being just, it's all right here for when that time
Literally,
comes.
literally.
You're gonna be out there just
Literally.
stuff.
Yeah, we experienced that, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, the spirit jumps straight on you, like, oh shit. You
Yep,
like,
yep.
you be like,
Where'd that come from?
Yeah, you start thinking, you be like, yo, what? You start thinking the priest. It's like, yo, that's a fact.
The brother said,
Jump on.
the brother, he said he's been doing this little intermittent fast, and he said, you know what, I had no preset. As soon as he just pressed record, it's boop, boop,
They just start coming.
and it just
They
be the
start
data.
coming.
It just be the data. Like, I
This
You
is
feel the
spirit.
spirit jump on you. You like, yo, what
Because you plugged in. You plugged in. You gotta be plugged in.
The Lord said, blessed to see that reading.
Blessed to
Blessed to see that reading, man.
This is Psalms chapter 116 and verse 13. It says, I will take the cup of my salvation and call upon the name of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai. I will pay my vows unto the Lord now in the presence of his people. It says, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. When you think about that, man,
Wow.
you know, the Lord, man, he's, you know, that's precious if we lose our life for Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, man.
That was beautiful.
You know, we're going to be, just like the brother said, if we die in this truth, we're going to be the first ones resurrected, man. You know?
They all got their lives into the death.
Yeah.
And you got brothers root you on.
Yeah.
All right, from the heavens.
John 11 and 24 real quick.
Wasn't it Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1? But the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High.
See, if you die, hey, man, if you're righteous, you're going to be in the hand of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, man. You know?
And there shall no torment touch them.
Just that's I'm sorry to cut you off, but it say no torment shall touch them. That an example of that would be Acts the 7th chapter when Stephen was getting stoned.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like he was in agony. He didn't seem like he was
like,
yo, the way he was talking.
Yeah. He was in the spirit,
Like
bro.
the way I envision it, I don't appear to be in agony.
Right.
Wow.
That's a fact, bro.
Wow.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die. And their departure is taken for misery, and their goings from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace.
You know what?
Come on, man.
You know, it's like the Lord will hit you with like a shot of Novocaine. You won't even feel no pain and nothing like that. It's just gonna be. Wasn't it an account like where one of the prophets of the Lord, he was facing death and right when he was bam right there. He right there with the Lord, like immediately, like so. On this side, it may look like he got trodden down. He got slayed down, but in the spirit, he's literally right. He
looking like, I see your house.
He just met the Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, where the wicked will look at, man, this man got a rebuke when he's happy. You know, this is the same one we had in the original. They was seeing how this man might die the same death as this wicked man, but guess what? It's different because he died in righteousness.
For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Ooh, come on, man.
That's fine.
That's
Fires your
mindset.
And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Come on.
See, so while you going to however they gonna kill you, the shooting, what's that shit called when you standing for the firing? Yeah, firing squad. If it's a guillotine, just remember that it's a reward. You know what I'm saying? It's a guaranteed reward.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, right.
And he said, you gonna be a little chastised. It's gonna be thinking about the pain and shit. And I got a precept to go with that. Keep going.
And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for the Most High provide them. They shall be greatly rewarded, for the Most High provide them and found them worthy for himself.
Yep. And like Paul said, it's way better than being here right now. Like when you go to a funeral and shit, and Jake, and they be like, he need a better place now. But Jake don't fucking believe that shit. Jake don't believe that shit. They be like, I'm happy as hell, I ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that they really need a better place.
I got precept on what you just
This is the book of John, chapter 11. I'll start at verse 19. It says, and many of the Jews came to Martha and Mary to comfort them concerning their brother. Like you just said. With Lazarus. So it says, then Martha, as soon as she heard that Yahweh was coming.
That was that fake comfort because they didn't really believe.
Right.
They really, they just, it's
Sorry
okay.
to hear about
They
your loss.
believe that, they believe that he was about to rise up again.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, then Martha, as soon as she heard that Yahweh was coming, went and met him, but Mary sat still in the house. Then said Martha unto Yahweh, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. Remember, Yahweh waited until he died, so he could do that.
Yeah. Show us glory.
It says,
and he like, if you would have been here, he wouldn't have died. Esau being the devil.
He mad as hell.
He's the devil. No, they do. They do.
Yeah, he mad as hell.
Every time we come together,
It's
just take a picture of it.
It's a spirit.
Every time, bro.
He saw even
but
bitch ass.
see, that's
Fear not the
persecution.
incredulity.
They need evidence.
Yeah, they need evidence,
They're going to persecute.
Yeah.
So
And what
don't
we
be
just said.
surprised.
Look, what we were just saying.
he literally just
What
walked
were we
up.
just saying? We were just saying that.
Yeah.
Ain't no react.
That's
Ain't
that
no
serpent.
hiding, bro.
That's that serpent, man.
It is what it is.
You was talking about that, how
I see the
sneaky
look on his face.
he is, man. He's sneaky as shit.
It says, wow. It says, then said Martha unto Yahweh, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. But I know that even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of the Most High will give it thee. Yahweh said unto her, thy brother shall rise again. Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day.
She think about the last days when everybody who died in Yahweh Shai gonna rise first. She think about that.
Yahweh said unto her,
She was a visionary of it.
no, Yahweh said unto her, I am the resurrection.
He said, I am the resurrection. He said, I can do what I want.
And the life.
He was saying, I can do what I want.
He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet he shall live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die.
So that's the mindset you want to have if you walk into that guillotine, that firing squad. You want to be praying for deliverance for yourself and praying at the Lord. But even if he don't, just
Thy will be done. That's what he said.
Even Shishak, Meshach, and Abednego, you remember what they said? They say, if it's the Lord's will, we can die. But if he don't,
we still not too. Because he's saying he raised the dead, and those that believe shall live. The same spiritually, the Lord brought us up from a dead state spiritually. And that's your main account to know if he brought you from where the fuck you came from in the world, and now you in this truth. When shit really hit the fan, look where we came from to right there. You know, because we all aiming to get to that. Right now, we still going to work. Brothers is aiming to get to that guillotine. Brothers is aiming to get to the MOT.
It says, whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never died, believest thou this?
Yeah.
It's Yahushua saying this. Hey, do you believe it, man? What did he say, Luke? You know, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith on the earth?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so small.
Yeah,
That's your life.
because it's really gonna be the elect.
And also, no one really ever dies for boy at all. No, really, everyone's alive.
Yeah.
So really, you shouldn't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because really, you're not dead. No, you're just going to a different place.
Yeah, Paul gave you the example. He had that spiritual outer body experience, and he couldn't. Like, man, I can't even tell you about that. He even said, if I was gone, it's better that I live because it's very important to teach this word for the other believers.
But Esau put the fear of death on us.
Yeah.
Now, but the Lord really had to do a number on us to get us to fear death, because before we didn't fear death. We're like, okay, we good.
You see how the
But see, but Yahushua defeated death though. So through Yahushua, we don't even have to fear death no more, because he did away with all the fear of the death on the cross up there for our sakes. So I mean, brain fart.
Nah.
I had a quick one. This is Hebrews 6:10. And it reads, For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, and that ye have ministered.
This doesn't mean you can do some work and then you good. I did stuff 2 years ago. Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
You got to continue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, there's brothers that still believe that too, but
What you think? Okay, I'll start over. For God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Because when you look,
And do minister.
when you go to Hebrews 4, you trying to enter into that rest.
Right.
Enter into that rest is not just sitting idle. You being occupied with the pounds or the talents the Lord has given you.
Occupied the
But he
pounds.
said, don't neglect your talent in 1 Timothy the 4th
But
chapter.
remember, Revelation said that their works follow them.
Yeah.
So they do rest.
Yeah.
Their works follow, because you got to keep that work going.
And yeah, like he who remove his hand off the plow is not.
You gotta look at an example of a righteous man in the Lord, like Samuel. When did Samuel lead the truth? When he died.
Yeah.
When he died. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm old now, I ain't going."
Yeah.
Well, Samuel was in it to the day he died. Eli was in it to the day he died. He was a priest till the day he died.
Moses. Come on, man. They still 10 toes down.
This is blood in, blood out, man.
Yeah,
This is the true blood in, blood out. Hey, it's still till death.
King David.
Get to the marriage, man.
King David was on his deathbed.
And making Solomon king.
Yeah, you know.
That's what it says. Many people don't know what they signed up for, man. You don't understand.
Abraham,
Yeah.
deathbed. So it's to the death.
Jeremiah kept teaching, then went to prison, came back out, still was teaching. Ezekiel, the first of the captives, and was still teaching, then making subliminal images about Jake, this is going to happen to you. Still teaching. And still in captivity.
He died.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know?
And look at the apostles. They getting older, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
They
Still teaching.
Hey, Apostle Tahar the other day, what was it, on the Shabbat, and he did about 7-8 lessons, man.
Bro,
they was just coming
he on
back to
fire.
back to back. I was like,
He said, if you got time, he said, I ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
Because that's the main objective. Because if you really want to get the fuck up out of here, you're going to be prophesying.
occupied in the prophecy.
If you ain't got nothing to do, you got like a good 5-10 minutes to drop that lesson, because you got to think of the sheep. The sheep is hungry.
Always.
You know, because you got to think in the world, when shit pop off, ATL, Love and Hip Hop, Jake ready to watch a new episode. And when it comes to the truth, what is the sheep doing? Looking for a new lesson. Looking for a new lesson.
That's a fact.
Looking for a new lesson. You know?
And the Lord is looking at all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord got his angels looking at everything you're doing, man.
Yeah. We in the second book of Acts.
What did you choose? Oh, you chose to play the video game and to do some work?
Yeah.
Okay. I got that.
Right.
Put all that in.
You put more hours in that.
playing the game, I go to work first.
Right.
That's so sad.
Yeah, that's a fact. All that carnal worldly stuff can wait, man.
All things are lost.
Yeah.
No, we live in a time where we gotta
Get the work done, man.
continue in this thing, and every other thing in your mind should be
When
this
that
word.
when that flame is flaming, you got to go after it.
Yeah,
you
that's
got
a fact.
to use it.
The bar hit me up. He's like, yo, man, I appreciate Tawana for that lesson. And I was like, yeah. I had to get it while it was hot. He's like, hey, we all love hot food, man. Shit gotta eat, man. Get him while it's hot.
Anybody got a closing lesson?
I got one.
Closing scripture?
I got one. This is Luke. This is Luke chapter 2. And I'm gonna start at 45, but the point 49. This is dealing with Yahushua at the age of 12. It says, and when they found him, they turned back again to Jerusalem seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors. And you know, these doctors was elders, doctors of the law, both hearing them and asking them questions. And all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorry. And he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Was it not that I must be about my father's business? And that's Yahushua. Man, he put the level so high at the age of 12. You had 1 John 2 and 6. It said, if you abide in him, you must also walk as he did. You must be about your father's business.
It was the most high.
They try to act like, I hate when they do that shit. They be trying to act like Yahushua came into the truth when he was 30 years old.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't doing nothing before that. He was fucking working on his father's job, carpet, doing a roof of this shit.
They say he was doing miracles that's not even recorded.
He been about that shit. He was in there with the top dudes in Israel when he was 12 years old, astonishing them. So if he was doing that when he was 12, he had to be studying.
He was younger of the Most High, bro.
Yeah.
In thy youth.
Yeah, he was a young lad.
Oh, the scriptures talk about in your youth.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 2. I saw wisdom from my youth.
Yeah.
And I try to make her my spouse.
He was a young lad. He was a young lad learning from the elders.
You want to learn about him? Read the scriptures.
Yeah, and an example, Yahushua was learning and asking questions to elders, not no young man that, let's change it. The Lord has everything in order and precise, because it brings back order. You know, the younger learning from the elders that was laboring before you. You know, but if a brother don't got it, I know.
All right, so with that, we're going to close it out. Give it all praises, honor, and glory. Oh, we got face to the east. Face to the east. Give it all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. The Wanders Tower Apostles, the great millstone, and peace, salutations to the elect. Lord willing, you was edified. Till next time, Lord willing, shalom.
Shalom, abba.
Baba.